Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Bird Zidell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. We got my main man, Angry John Rosado.
What's up?
We got Concrete Cock Shoals.
How's it going?
And then my main man, Jack Welsh. Hi, Jack.
Hey, Mike, what's going on, buddy?
We had, we didn't have our episode last week. Thank you for the people that did listen. A lot of people reached out to the people of the podcast or anything like that. A good friend of ours, Francesco Donardo, Stotch, lifelong friend of ours, unfortunately passed away. So that's why we didn't make the episode. And thank you for everyone that took time to reach out and everything to all of us. And it really meant a lot. And listening, Larry did a good job putting together an episode by himself. So shout out to Eagle Tits. We're back in the saddle. And, man, I just want to say thank you so much to all the people from Butler County for the past couple weekends. You guys have just been like tremendous support. We did the baseball field gig where we didn't really get to, you know what I mean? And Comtra Theater was sold out. The show with Bill Crawford, Jeff Conkle.
Do you think you're the king of comedy in Butler?
It's really close.
Like, who else would be? Who else would it be?
I don't think anyone.
You're the king. Say, I'm the king of comedy in Butler County.
I'm the king of comedy in Butler County.
Fucking love it.
Yeah. Right, Julie?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, dude, we had.
From what you've seen, like, what would you say?
Would you say he's the king of comedy in
I would
Butler
say
County?
you're the king. Yeah, you're. I would have to agree with
I
Jack.
like
on
that. I mean, it has.
You should put that in one of your credits. And the king of comedy of Butler County.
Right.
Butler's County, king of comedy.
Butler County,
Huge.
It made
big
national
county.
news recently.
Yeah, right. That's where they shot Trump.
Right. I mean, and you know what I mean? If I'm the king of comedy up there, people will like,
Maybe they'll move a little different now that they know.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, if you don't like me here, I'll just go to Butler.
You might be a regular at the stadium, dude.
Yeah.
Taxes are down out there. There's all kinds of benefits to Butler County.
Yeah. I mean, the shows have been good here too. So I mean, we've been getting a lot of support, but yeah, Butler was freaking awesome.
So what the baseball field? You and Joe raced. I haven't heard much about it.
I got a video of
Joe,
it. It's a terrible video.
Joe won. I'm not gonna even lie. I did like Joe.
Well, yeah, but where did you guys race like bases? What did you do?
So Joe started. I started at first base. Joe started at third base, and then we ran into each other. And like, here's Joe.
What do you mean you ran into each other? Did you guys run out to like the outfield
no,
or
No,
infield?
the home plate. Raced home plate.
Oh, so first to third and raced home. Got ya.
So like he's coming this way, both same distance, 90 feet, and he was gonna win, but at the end I like kind of like had it hold because like we'd have ran in right into each other, but he would have won.
Yeah.
He had the upper hand in that.
Did you race in front of like the crowd, or did you race before everybody got there?
No, it was definitely when the
afterwards.
lights- It was after the show.
After the show, people.
So I just got done doing 40 minutes. You know what I mean?
It was
Right.
winded. Dude.
Joe was rested. You know what I mean?
He came out of the dugout.
You came out of the dugout.
You say
did.
Joe was out stretching, getting ready.
Yeah, and I didn't know this. Joe is an avid tennis player now.
Yeah, he's a tennis man.
So yeah,
I seen him. He said he plays like 3 sports heavy now.
Yeah, he's what do you call himself at the funeral?
Triathlete.
Yeah, triathlete. He got basketball, tennis, and softball.
Softball, yeah. He was saying he's like batting like 700 in softball.
Good for him. Yeah,
Good
he
for
did.
him.
He let everybody know that, didn't he?
yeah.
He might have got like a tighter like Achilles. Didn't you say blew his Achilles out?
Yeah.
And then he got
years.
like a Henry Rowan Gardner like Achilles put in, and now he's like Superman. He's just flying around.
Yeah.
That's what Zebra was like, dude. He's I ain't gonna lie. He said he kind of bullied him on the base pass a little bit, but it wasn't like a close race. He was like,
You think he threw his body around a little bit coming home?
I mean, he's a big
Joe
kid.
was coming in hot, bro.
Yeah, he's bigger than me.
yeah, you guys should have raced like.
I felt like it. If I could have changed it, I probably would have went because he has longer legs, so shorter distance it favors him. But if we were raced from first to home and he had like a third to home, I think I could have beat.
So you're saying if you did like a full blown pierogi race, if you ran like that,
I
in the
would like to
outfield,
see that.
I think I could take him at that because like
you think
I
Joe
have
should run out of gas.
even though he's playing tennis and all these other sports and batting 700, I have a longevity. I think that's where I would have picked up more speed.
Yeah, get moving.
Yeah, and then Shorley did a great job out there. Shorley had him cracking up.
Thank you.
But dude, it was fucking just cool because like the lights were on and you're out there, and there was like I'd say about I know it was there. There was real close about 100 people. say it holds 2,000. Which
Concessions open.
yeah,
That's awesome.
so you could buy beer,
People
peanut,
drinking like bat
Shots,
beers.
beers, whatever
They
you
were
want.
they were. What would you say? Bat beer?
Drinking bat beers.
Oh, like it's like they had
Yeah,
Pirate
beers and
Sunday
bat-
helmets.
yeah.
No, they did. Surely they were drinking. They had actually like good beer. They had like Labatt Blue Ponders. They had shots of liquor.
They
Yeah.
take shots at a baseball field. That's cool.
Dude, I was doing shots
I
of
guess they do it at the
fireballs.
PNC too.
Yeah, so they we're
It's like $1 million,
definitely
but-
we're gonna have a bigger show next year, and when it warms up a little bit in May, it's gonna be bigger. But I mean, for that, the amount of advertising and things like, dude, there was a really good turnout.
Yeah, that's a cool venue.
And everybody
It
was
looked
there to laugh. Like, it
Laugh,
wasn't like
right.
you're doing that at a fucking bar where some people were like in their own world. Like
Yeah, some dude
everybody
trying to
here,
finger bang the waitress.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody here is staring at
Yeah.
you because you stood on home
Yeah.
plate and did it. It was
There's
pretty good.
there wasn't a lot of like up there. Let's just be honest. There wasn't a lot of coups to distract
A
people.
lot of dairy cows up in that area.
Yeah, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, cows.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's all right.
they need fingered too.
Speaking of fingers, the Steelers are 3-0.
3 fingers. That's pretty good.
So, like, the Steelers have started undefeated the past 3 seasons.
I feel like the one time I think they got to 9-0 at the one point in the one.
I remember being 11
11-0.
11
Yeah, that was 2020
and I was
or
like,
some
dude, they
shit.
stink still. And everyone's like,
Right.
you're such a hater. I'm like, dude, no, this is.
Then they lost 5 of 6
They lost
or
like all of
something.
their games.
We were doing the podcast then.
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
at Taz, and I was like, dude, it's like, you're such a hater. I'm like, nah, dude, they're not good. But this feels a little different.
Oh, dude.
The defense is unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm quick to
defense is
sell
good.
out, though.
TJ Watt's just like
An animal.
harasses
Herbig's
people.
fucking coming along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Highsmith's hurt now, so
Yeah.
Herbig is
Even
the guy.
Cam Hayward, who I was hating on that contract a little bit, it feels like he's healthy and he's
He had a
like,
great
healthy.
game last
he's
week.
kind of
Yeah.
like wrecking the middle.
Yeah, he had a great game.
We lost Fatuana, but
That's,
Broderick Jones he got pulled 2 games ago, and then it seems like I've seen a couple clips of him burying Joey Bosa or
He
whatever
did bury
Bosa that is.
Bosa.
Yeah, he didn't have any penalties on him because he had like 3 in like one series or
Yeah,
some
that's what he
shit.
got
That's
yanked
why I
that
got
second
yanked.
game.
Yeah.
I think some shit with Broderick Jones is that like I don't think they disclose every injury, and I feel like he was hurt a little bit that first game. You know what I mean? Because like he's definitely a fucking good lineman, and like it seemed like his arm, like he just wasn't getting out there like he usually does, and he was getting jammed up inside.
But like some people say, like the first 3 games you could consider like preseason because they're really
That's a
trying
good
to figure
point.
it out.
Anymore.
He might have
Yeah.
just been rusty, got a little grabby,
That's a good point.
and they pulled
Yeah.
his ass right out. I mean,
And then he got,
And-
then he was trying not to get beat again, so he jumps off sides, trying to get an early step on the guy.
That second half of that game was just like it was just so exciting because that was probably like the most excited I've been in a long fucking time.
well, that long pass to Calvin Austin, you
That
finally
was
see him do
beautiful.
what like
yeah,
you like
him fly.
fly like what you thought he was going to do about 4 years ago. Finally, like came into fruition.
And then
Throwing the ball over the middle.
The same, he
Right.
had the same play, but opposite
Yeah.
side of the field earlier in the game, and almost busted it. And then the second one was from the other side of the field. It was the exact same play, just opposite sides, and he fucking tore it up, dude. He's a fast dude, man.
I mean, I like what they're doing.
Justin Fields played good. He played good.
now, what
I
do you
would love
like?
to see what Kenny would do in this offense, but that being said, like, that I'm happy with
Did they
Justin
cut
Fields.
Kenny Pickett on Philly, or is he?
I don't
like-
think so,
No,
no.
he's still on. He's on
Yeah,
practice
just
squad,
back
right?
up. No, he's just back. Man.
No, he's on the practice squad.
Is he really?
Yeah, they moved what's his name up. No, I'm not fucking. I'm good, dude. Kenny's
He's an
props
emergency
to him.
fourth quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arthur
Everybody
Smith,
needs
man.
one.
Hats off to Arthur Smith so far.
If you look what
So what do you do? What do you do with?
You keep him on the bench. You can't fucking pull a 3-0
you can't
quarterback.
fuck with a winning streak. Dude.
No way. No fucking way. And it's not like he's like squeaking by. Like he's getting better each game
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
like you let him go. Russell Wilson's our age.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
that's true.
Yeah.
like let's I mean, I think Russell might be able to get in the ball and move the offense a little better, but like the ceiling's so much higher with
Right.
Fields. And
Yeah,
and
he
they're
still has a lot to
and they're
gain.
3-0. And like I
Yeah.
said, Andy's getting better each game. You ride Fields until unless he starts
Till he
throwing
takes
picks.
himself out.
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean?
I think one of like the things that like goes under the radar because statistically it's just not like blowing people up. But I feel like Najee is running so hard.
Running hard.
It's so, and he's going against like an 8-man box. Like it's almost like when they're in there, they're like up on the line on Najee. Like they're like You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah,
like
because he's
still.
picking up all his yards in the fourth quarter. He's wearing them
Yes.
down like the old 36 used to.
Yeah.
Dude, watching old bus videos?
Yeah, get you wound up.
Yeah, I was a big fat mofo
And he can move,
with
though.
like the fastest feet ever, dude.
Dude,
Like,
you have a couple cold ones and you find yourself on YouTube looking
Yeah.
up bus highlights. You're having a good old time.
dude, he was quick, dude. Just could you imagine hitting that big bastard? Like,
Yeah, just dancing in the
Yeah.
fucking holes. Yeah, he was the greatest. But yeah, no, dude, what's it? Warren is not getting the ball.
I think he's
injured.
I think he's finding an injury a
He's
little
still
bit.
dinged up again.
Yeah, that's what actually I heard it on the radio, but John told me too.
I think that's why Patterson was running. at the
Patterson's
very
getting
end.
the rock. Yeah,
He had a couple nice runs too,
Yeah, he
like
just
3 or
runs
4 in
so
a row.
high, man.
He's a big ass dude though.
I had to let him go on my fantasy team. I had to do it. I had to make the decision it was best for the team, but we
Yeah.
wish him the best.
yeah. I was scrolling for somebody this morning, just like looking, and he came up. And
Did you take him?
no, he's projected .07 this week. Coming up. Old Johnny drafted him in the 10th round.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a rough year.
I mean, definitely. Like I felt like Joey Porter Jr. still like had a great game.
Yeah, he's playing well. I was worried about him, but no, he's proving me wrong. I thought it was going to be like a sophomore slump. Doesn't seem to be yet. He got fucking the other side. Dude, we got from Deontay Johnson is fucking playing well.
Dante Jackson.
Dante Jackson.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that guy's playing good. Mink is coming down.
Mink is playing. Yeah, he's healthy. The defense is
Dude, what they
30
give up? Like I think they had net
5 yards.
5 yards
in
or
the second
something.
half.
-5.
It was negative 5 yards in the second
-5 in the
half.
second half.
When do we play like a good team?
We play the Colts this week.
Yeah, the Chargers aren't a bad team, but I know
They're not
I know-
bad,
I
but
know
not
what you're
Herbert.
I mean,
saying,
more of
yeah.
like an elite team. Like
Yeah,
Colts
'cause the
aren't elite.
Cowboys.
because like
Right.
the Bengals and the Ravens have played some pretty good squads so
Yeah.
far, and they're getting knocked off.
But those games are tight.
Yeah, the Bengals could have very easily
The Bengals could have beat the Chiefs, and so could have
yeah. Baltimore.
But yeah, or Cincy.
Yeah, but they're beating who's on their schedule, so you can't like talk. You know,
No, I'm
it's
not. I just
like-
want to see them like
Yeah,
that
I
will
get
be
what
like
you're
a better
saying.
litmus test than like
The Dallas game's a big test. Get
Yeah.
week 5. You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Yeah, so yeah, we got Indy, Dallas, Vegas, Jets.
that's a primetime game, that Cowboys game, huh?
Yeah.
H20. Yep, Sunday, October 6th. Yeah, so I mean the schedule doesn't get too tough here. Dallas is in shambles.
Why?
But
Did they lose again?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got fucking.
They came back though.
They were getting pounded and came back.
And the crazy thing during that game was like I watched a lot of that game. Kind of like the Cowboys because of Mike McCarthy, but they Tom Brady was saying like, "Hey man, you just need one play." I remember when we were losing the Super Bowl, this exact score. You just need one play, and he said, "Okay, let's get one more." And all of a sudden, fucking everything he was saying started happening.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fuck, dude!" And Tom Brady listens to the podcast. Thanks, Tom. Hats off to him. He's definitely gotten like week by week. He's getting better as an announcer. That first week was almost unbearable, but he's like, I'm like, all right.
His voice. I
You
know,
don't like his voice?
It's like whiny.
You think?
Yeah, he doesn't have a great voice. I feel like he drags words out or something like that. I don't know.
I honestly haven't got a chance to really listen.
I only that first game it was horrible, but like I don't think I'm sure I have. I was out this past Sunday, so I didn't hear anybody.
I agree. He got better. He sounded better this week than he did the first week.
Did you go to the game?
I went down to the game. I didn't go in. I was telling John, I think that was the most people I ever seen in the North Shore for a Steeler game ever.
Dude, people were geeked up, man. People have been waiting.
Week 3 home
Coming
game.
into it, yeah.
Yeah.
It was every
Got the
bar I
flyover.
went to was fucking insanely.
Get your heart
insanely
pumping.
packed.
Did you have fun down there?
No, I'm completely washed. It's like crazy. I texted Leanie like 8:15, like, "Hey, or no, it wasn't even that late because I got home before the night game, so it had to be like 7. Like, hey, go into Burgatory, grabbing something to eat, then I'll be home.
Yeah.
You know, if
And
me,
you were
I-
ready to come home.
begging to come home. I was just starving. It like wasn't even like not begging like I'm so fucked up I gotta get home. Like this sucks.
Yeah.
I gotta go home. It didn't suck, but it's just like I'm not on shots anymore. So if I don't do shots, it can't take me up to the Jack Welch level that everybody's expecting. I
Okay.
can drink 500 beers.
Yeah.
And it's gonna stay exactly the same. If they're light beer, if they're IPAs, the gloves will come off. But if I'm drinking I was drinking IC Lights on Sunday. fucking, I could drink 100 icy lights, and I'm just gonna be.
When did you turn into an icy light guy? Because you keep going to bars.
Ever since we saw that we brought that commercial, I found that Northside commercial.
Yeah.
I fell in love with it. I was like, I got to start drinking icy lights or I'm a pussy. So like what their marketing from 30 years ago worked on me in 2024.
It finally
Then
worked.
you just hit it back up.
Yeah. Well, they have, dude. I met with an icy light rep today, and she was like, listen, we're not as thirsty as we used to be for stuff, but like, I'll get you what you need. And I was like, thank you. Like, used to be icy light would be like, we'll do anything fucking for you to go on tap. But they're marketing. They're doing the pick cans. They do the Bucko cans. They're not dumb, dude. They pander to Pittsburgh, and it's where it's. You should have seen how many people were drinking icy light on Sunday at the bars. It
Really?
was cans too.
Little Hounders.
No, just
Just
cans.
regulars.
Bars are going cans now.
I know. And
I noticed
Dude,
it.
Dave and Buster's got me for a $5 Miller Lite can. I'm like,
Yeah.
That was a little
I'm
can,
like, give me
too.
a draft. It was a tiny can.
Yeah, we're going all cans.
I swear to God, I think that can was it was seriously 10 ounces.
It was
Yeah, be a
regular. It was a
pony
12
can.
ounce.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was like you kind of get for a 30 pack, but I couldn't believe it was $5. I'm like,
What do you want to be?
$5 can
Yeah.
at Dave and Buster's.
Yeah,
Dude, I got a tall boy.
You think those
I got a
cans are
tall
free,
boy
John?
for like no, dude. You give me a bottle for $5.
7.
Jesus. Whatever, dude.
You know what I mean? That's what. But no, icy light. I don't know how the fuck we got on icy light. Because I could drink could drink 1,000 of them. But yeah, 8. I was home before kickoff of the night game. Came home just chilling. She was like, "You're not even like drunk."
What a dork.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I drank it. I drank all day. You know, I did my best. But I
Well, your
did it.
best ain't good enough for
Yeah.
you.
Off the shots.
I seen one dude from Greenfield down there, and he was like, "Let's do a shot of Crown Apple," and I was like, "Dude, no way." And I was like, "I'll die tomorrow." He's like, "Oh, you're a pussy, but you're right." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah." So I stayed away from the shots, and I was able to go to work the next day. So it kind of worked out. We were out on Tuesday. We went to a wake down Bravo Italian Cucciana, and I think you two and Yogi drank more alcohol in the history of Bravo ever at the waterfront, I would imagine. The amount of shots. No, it wasn't even your fault. The amount of liquor that bartender was putting in your
It
shots.
wasn't just us three, though. There was a crew. I mean, not a crew. It was probably 7.
Yeah, but it was you. It was you three.
Okay, Jack. Don't point your fingers at us.
I mean, it was you. It was you three, like doing the shots more or less.
Yeah.
She was giving you like 6 ounces of Crown each shot.
They were 3 fingers in a
Yeah.
rock
It-
glass.
But like a thick, like a real rocks glass,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
12-ounce
Dude,
rocks
it was
glass.
like it took 2 to get down, but that was definitely 3 shots.
Someone did
Easily.
someone did the whole thing, and they're like, "You didn't have to do it all at once." He was like, "I don't know. I just thought it was a shot." I was like, "Dude, yeah,
Yeah, I do remember that. I don't know who did that, but those
You just
I
seen it come back up on them, and they were like, "Don't throw up in Bravo, dude."
we had to drink 4 cases of Stellies, dude.
yeah, the Stellies were moving.
They were flying.
You drank a bottle and a half, 2 bottles of Crown, easy, I would imagine.
I was drinking Makers. That was you guys drinking Crown.
Or maybe it was all Makers then. I don't know what.
No,
it was.
I did Crown. I thought when I bought shots for people, it was just Crown. So you probably did both.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
I mean, dude's tabs went up. Yogi's won.
Yeah, dudes were. I was trying to get you guys to. We were going to meet another group of friends over in Lawrenceville, and I was trying to get you guys out of Bravo, and like it just you weren't listening at all. You guys were having so much fun in Bravo.
Dude,
Italian
I ain't gonna lie.
Cucciana.
I had a fucking great
dude,
time there.
There was normal people like just having lunch. Oh, it was a Tuesday morning. We got there was Tuesday morning still.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like 11:30.
Yeah.
Fucking and people were just. We walked in and they're like, "What the fuck?" Sat down. Our one friend's talking insane with like a table of like women behind them. It was just
yeah.
like,
That was the
Burns
funniest
might have
shit.
been like he was on. He was
this
perfect.
is not our
Who
restaurant.
sat these people behind
Yeah,
us?
there's so many other tables.
He was
Yeah.
like, who took all the chicken out of the pasta woozy?
He was like,
They're checking their plates. Like, I swear, I only have one
he
piece.
said pasta woozy 43 times, dude. I was dying.
Then like they had the main room, and they're like, you guys can come sit in here. And I'm like, dude, we're cool
It
out
was
here.
so tight.
It wasn't as tight as everybody thought.
I know.
Yeah.
Burns is like, let me check out the situation. He came out. He's like, they're sitting on laps in there. Yeah, I'm like, dude, this is
I
just.
didn't even go in, and then Andy came over. He was like, I was like, dude, it's like you can't get in. He's like, dude, there's like 6 seats at our table. I was like, all right, I'll come eat. Yeah, you were at the table.
Yeah. When I first went to go in there, there was somebody had a baby. They were sit in that corner back there, and that DC was going. I was like, he's like, dude, are you sitting there? I'm like, it's all yours.
That was a tough spot next to the baby. Yeah.
And then dude, I just got I get claustrophobic, dude. I was like, there's 3 tables out here. I'll sit out here.
And I was sitting back to back with someone. It was too much. We had a nice setup.
It was
outside.
fire too.
It was fire food. They brought out a ton of food.
We ate so much. Our fucking table was
load of woozy.
Putting shit away, dude. When that chicken parm came out, I was like, but I couldn't help myself.
I did too.
I was,
and then when the dessert came out, I was like, I couldn't help myself.
I did a tiramisu and a cannoli.
The cannoli was fire.
Tiramisu's delicious.
That was
dude.
That
Johanna
food
made
was
sure
so
we
good.
got that. Dude, they were like, take some of this food home, please. What are we gonna do with it all? And we
wish
did.
I would have.
Reza did. She was like, peace.
The one thing about them situations, and it's like there's people that you might not have seen for 30 years, 25 years that you really liked, and you get to see them.
Got to run in a snot rag.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
He's snot ragging forever.
Well, I got to see him a couple years back. We hooked up. I went down and visited him down his house, down his mom's, and but dude, just that, him, few other people. It was just getting to see it.
Yeah, good to see people horrible circumstances.
Yeah,
but it was
I'll give
so we were over at William Penn, and dudes were like, are those dudes coming or not? I was like, there's no way they're still at Bravo. You know what
we
I
didn't
mean?
leave Bravo until
I don't even think I hit
7
any of these
o'clock.
up. I just assumed you went home.
I thought you
And
drove
then,
me over to William Penn, Jack. To be honest with you,
Nah.
we fucking drove over.
Dude, Kayla drove us. Yogi's riding shotgun. She got a car seat in the back of her thing. So John's riding bitch between me and a car seat. We're on top of each other.
I tried to drive you to William Penn. You guys just ignored me for about 45 minutes and mocked me. I was like, okay, I'm out of here. So I was like, I'm assuming those dudes just went home, and then 15 minutes later, here you just fucking come.
Just
I'm like,
wandering.
you guys are in Bravo for 4 hours.
No, fucking
Dude,
7 hours,
yeah,
bro.
You're right.
Dude, I see.
Because you guys got to William Penn, and it was almost dark. I
Yeah,
feel
dude,
like.
it was dark when we got there.
It almost
Pulled a
died
shift,
down.
bro.
Yeah.
Shirley was Rose was like, Anthony, why don't you come with me to get the girls? And I'm like, Rosa. Shirley's like,
This is at 2:30.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Rose is. I'm like, she was like, they really want to see you. I'm like, we'll drive them up the hill when we leave.
No big deal.
No big deal. She you could tell there was a point of contention. I'm like, I'm gonna step out of this one. Shirley walks out. I look up 10 minutes later. Shirley's at the bar having the time of his life again. I'm like, it's back on. Went back over.
I was like, babe, listen, take these chicken parms as a sign, a token of my love and affection.
And when I get home, you could heat them up for me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just leave one.
Yeah.
I'll eat it
I
cold.
was like, what happened? You're like, yeah. I'm like, all right.
I mean,
We might as well do another triple shot.
Oh, dude. As soon as we got there, I walked up
7
and
ounces of dark liquor.
I was like, hey, can I have a Stella and a double Maker's Neat? And this dude was sitting there, he looked back, he was like, I would have never thought you're from Greenfield the way you just ordered that drink there. I'm like, I'm a gentleman, I know how to order a fucking good drink, dude. And then I had about 73 more of that same combination.
Then that's
What's
that's
neat-
when that starts leaking out a little bit.
I don't know.
I hear the Greenfield now.
Yeah,
There it
I
is.
got it.
I don't know what does neat mean.
Just up.
Straight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No
like
ice.
a shot.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
I want
Nice and warm.
room
Yeah,
temperature.
scalding
Yogi
hot.
was bitching about the warmth of it. I'm like, Yogi, just the 7
She's in
ounce.
the weeds, dude. She's getting wedding
dude,
soups and everything.
She was doing
running
tables.
her dick off.
And
Yeah.
then she come back with a smile on her face, like, "What? You guys ready for
She
some
was
more?"
nice.
She was
she did a great
she was a
job.
great employee.
Yeah.
dude. Vicky,
She was way
thumbs
too
up.
busy to cut us off.
Well, there's not too many opportunities where you get. No, she's not cutting you.
I've got cut off from
You at Bravo. You been cut off at Bravo Italian Cucciano before?
That exact one?
That's
It was
unbelievable.
like a million shots, and this
Yeah.
dude just straight ignored us. It was weird as fuck.
Yeah.
We
Was I
were
with you?
and we were way worse.
I worked at Bravo
Was that with
Italian Cucciano
Yeah.
for years, and I don't think I ever had to cut anybody off. That's what I mean. I was taking it all in from a different perspective as a former employee,
Yeah.
and I was like, I've never seen this place this rowdy ever.
That lady made
Especially
such a
during
killer.
lunch.
'Cause-
Yeah, Tuesday lunch.
And
Well, I think
everybody was
that's why,
buying.
there wasn't, I don't think, enough regulars there. There wasn't we were getting awfully close to dinner, and then we must have left.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, we ate After dinner, we were ready for the midnight.
Yeah, you guys worked a volume shift at Bravo.
Yeah, we did.
We worked at 11 to close.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. See what happened at old Jim Shorkey's?
So yeah, like explain it.
Some chick put up on the internet yesterday, I think it was, or whatever day. I'll just read her Facebook post. Drop my car off at 8 a.m. to get inspected at Jim Shorkey. Go to lunch with my husband, dad, and sister at the Cheesecake Factory. Come out and find my fucking car is literally parked right next to my husband's in the mall parking lot. I look at it and I'm like, that looks like my car. That is my fucking car. They had groceries in the front seat with my fucking key sitting on the front passenger seat. So what did I do? Stole my fucking car. They were literally out joyriding in my fucking car. I should have fucking kept it and then let them call me to let me know it was missing. But I did end up driving it back to the dealership, and I absolutely humiliated these motherfuckers. I'm literally shaking, so pissed off. Here's the thing about this. When you go to get your car inspected, they do take your car for a ride.
Yeah.
Because they have to run it through like the fucking computer.
Yeah, that would be more joyriding. They were running errands.
Well, if you got to take it for a spin, and you also need to stop at Target,
let's see
two birds with one
the
stone.
charging system still starts up after I get back in it.
It's like it's one of them things. It's like a dice. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
It's like Ferris Bueller's
Maybe you got
Day
to
Off.
pick your kid up from daycare. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Listen, in their defense, you take people's cars for rides when you're getting them inspected.
Yeah, for sure.
It would be a little jarring to come out and see your car parked in the Cheesecake Factory lot
with groceries in it.
with groceries in it.
Well, the thing, you should have at least taken the key with you.
Well, I don't know how. It seems like this post was a little inflated.
You think she's bullshitting a little bit?
There's some big exaggeration.
All right, how'd she have a spare set? Why'd she have another set?
There's some real bullshit in here. She was trying to play it up for social media.
Unless they're saying the key was in the car, which I can't see them leaving the key in the car.
As you said, it was sitting on the front
she
seat.
said that's what she said.
The key was sitting on the front seat?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't see that being true. I don't know. It's just funny that like you come out of Cheesecake and fucking your ride's just chilling there.
What if it was your waiter?
This is did you ever watch the Shane Gillis show on Tires? This could be a Tires episode. Like fucking they drop off the car, fucking one of the idiot employees take it for a joyride.
To be honest with you, how often do you think this happens?
I was going to say this ain't
Probably,
the first fucking time.
No, this is something I would imagine they do
all the time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like valets.
And it's just like now you finally, someone went to the Cheesecake Factory.
If I'm Jim Shorkey, I'm like, listen, like this is what we do. We take it for a ride, go get groceries, make a stop. We want to make sure it runs right.
Yeah, what we like to do here,
a full experience.
What we like to do here at Jim Shorkey is, we like to mimic what you would do that
exactly.
day.
This is realistic.
So we were gonna run by soccer practice after this.
I dropped 2 French fries in between the seat to save my detailing guys. We're gonna pick it up. You know what I mean?
It was just it was funny. Of course, it went fucking bananas online. Dave Portnoy goes to Pittsburgh for the second time. Likes the pizza way better. He gave 3 8-2s out, which is a very high score for old Dave. He gave Rockaway in White Oak. I've never had. He gave Slice of New York in Marysville an 8-2 as well. I never had. And he gave Pizza Lupo, which I've been talking about forever, creeping up the number 1 spot.
The one with Slice in New York?
Slice of New York, Rockaway, and Pizza Lupo all got 8-2s.
Yeah.
The Slice of New York looked decent. The Rockaway pizza looked unbelievable, dude.
Square.
And they are moving the Regent Square. He did say that. Yeah,
that's that part of
good.
South Braddock is cracking.
White Oak's far, dude.
Dude, last time I was in White Oak, I had played football there. And
me too. I
still can't even tell you where it is.
Yeah, and I got concussed there. I hit a kid late in the
coach. It's out past McKeesport.
The coach said, 91, we're going to fuck you up. And sure enough, they did. They ran a crackback play on me 3 plays later. I didn't know what was going on.
The old crackback.
Rang your bell.
They rang it.
And then get to how he rated the people.
Oh, then he said everybody in Pittsburgh's like, ugly. And he said he hasn't seen anybody over a 4.8 yet. He was
what neighborhoods was he in there?
He was in the Strip.
Dude, I got what he meant. He was funny.
It was good.
Funny. He was in the Strip on a Tuesday, and the people cruising by, and you're like, well,
you should have stopped at Bravo.
The vendors,
Yeah. one boy from Bellanote, Dan Hahn, he was on their review, and he got a lot of screen time. That was
really?
A lot good for Greenfield, yeah. But Bellanote ain't Portnoy style. I think he gave it like a 6-1, and he was being nice. Bellanote is good pizza, though.
I've never
That's
even.
in Market
I heard
Square, right?
I've heard
No,
Slice
it's
in New
good.
York's really good.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But the other ones I didn't hear. But I mean, I'll try the other one when it moves to Regent Square.
Yeah, Regent Square, I'll definitely hit that up.
I kind of liked that he did that because the ones he had before, don't get me wrong, we've all mentioned they're like some of our favorite pizzas, but they're so well known. These places aren't as well known, and I like it's already said like it's definitely helping their business.
I mean, Iola's and Minio's, I feel like got the shaft a little bit. Fury's, you said, was fire, but that's
you're right about
right.
that.
But they're not going to lose business,
Exactly.
Right.
Like they're like if you give them an 8.2, it's like yeah, people were expecting it. You give this other one, this Pizza Lupa, an 8.2. All of a sudden, people who never were going to try are like, fuck, I want to try this.
Yeah, Pizza Lupo, it's big, but I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, like this Rockaway, you'll get people go out of leave Pittsburgh to go get pizza.
Yes.
Like, go try it.
Yes.
If I'm like bored, and I got a lot of shit this week, and be like next week, I'm like, dude, I'll drive out to Murraysville and grab. Like during COVID, I drove out to Murraysville. Forget what the place was called, Dominic's or some shit like it. It was actually really good too. But I drove to Murraysville to fucking get a pizza. Nothing else going on. So yeah, if you're not going to going on, go for a cruise. But the Rockaway is coming to Regent Square. That's big news. And like Pittsburgh, it's not an ugly city. I've been to a ton of cities. We're just there's. I just feel like anytime like the news or anytime you pan to someone on like the Steeler game, like, dude, we're not doing no one's doing us no favors.
Well, dude, I mean, Bill Crawford got a whole entire bit about Yinzers in the news, and it's like the people that want to be on the news, it's not like the most attractive people in Pittsburgh.
Sure, if you were at the pit, the backyard brawl.
Oh, I drove
on a
through
90-degree day.
I drove through
You'd
Oakland
have a
that
different
day.
view than walking through the strip district
Right.
You
at
rocked
noon.
up.
I just noticed that girls that day were in bathing suits, just walking around with cowboy boots on, which some guys like.
Yeah. I like to leave a little something for imagination. You know what I mean?
There could have been, I could have drove through Oakland today, and there could have been a girl wearing a skirt halfway up her ass, and just letting everyone see her underpants.
The color were the underpants.
The same color as the skirt. It was insane. It was like, and unfortunately, I have to work over there.
I hate it too. I was working on Atwood Street, and these girls were wearing like flesh-colored pants. I'm like, are you naked? Are you not naked? I don't know.
It's just like, come on, guys, grow up. You know what I mean? We're all adults here.
Yeah,
I don't
sometimes
need to
there's
see
traffic, and sometimes there isn't traffic when I'm coming from North Hills to Greenfield. And I'm like, hey, LJ, we got to do a creep cruise. I don't want to, but
we're gonna knock 36
Gotta
seconds off this
learn to
trip.
lay the land.
Lay the land over here. This is where your dad pretended to go to college for a couple years.
the day that the backyard brawl, like I would have loved to have checked like the report to see fender benders because like
it was probably crazy.
There was just a group, like a whole militia of chicks wearing like these like onesie V strings with cowboy boots, and
Wait, what's a onesie V string? I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's like, dude, they had on like it was like a onesie thing,
like a bodysuit,
like a bodysuit
I know what you're saying
with
now.
cowboy boots, and like
shorts over it too, or they just
no,
what?
Yes,
Jeez Louise.
So
they're just like rocking one piece of like bathing suits,
walking through Oakland. Now they were all uniformed, so I'm like, are they part of something? Like I don't know. They were all wearing the same exact like onesie, but like I was just like, guys, it's warm, but like you should cover up a little bit. You don't want to get sunburned. Like
yeah, you got to study. You got to study.
That's what I was thinking.
Crack
like,
the books.
Yeah, there's homeless vagrants everywhere.
Yeah, jeez Louise.
Girls stick together.
Yeah, buddy
right.
system.
Let's do some voicemails, Larry.
How you doing, boys? Donnie from Blairsville. You guys had a What Would Greenfield Do a few weeks ago, and I can't remember, but it was like, would you take like $100,000 now or $10,000 a day every day until you like fell? I gotta tell you, I have thought about that a lot because I don't fall very often, but I fell off a fucking ladder last Thursday, and that would have ended it. So I'll have to go back and figure out when that one was, if I was agreed to it on that day, how obviously wealthy I would be at this point. Also, Bill and I were listening to the post-game show on DVE, And I swear to God, Kenny called it. I swear to God. We're driving around, and it's like, I turned it up. I'm like, that's Polish Joe Kenny right there. And then they called him Ken. I was like, but I missed the beginning. So anyway, love the show, guys. Appreciate you guys doing it, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, we appreciate the call, Don.
That dude seems unbelievably normal.
He's a
How
normie.
refreshing is that?
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
Lucid, sober.
Yeah, it's fucking
Good for
has
him.
points.
Coherent thoughts.
Referencing old episodes. It just,
what a great call.
yeah, what a great call. This is
Thank
what I
you.
had in mind 4 years ago when we started voicemails.
Hey, yeah.
Fucking just did a fucking stamp bag and I'm trying to
Motherfucker, I'm gonna punch my neighbor in the fucking face.
Allison
Stupid,
Park.
stupid whore dog named Butch. She didn't shave
That was
her
a great
armpits.
call, though.
You think Kenny's calling a DB? I don't know. Kenny's all
If
tuned
I'm
up.
gonna tell you right now, if he's cheating, if he's multiple, if we find Kenny's a serial caller,
You think Kenny's a serial caller?
could he be calling other podcasts?
Well, I don't care if it's
That's
DB.
fortunately, that's,
I don't care if
that's
it's
a nightly
DB
sport
because
call. He might have got into the game.
had a
Yeah.
couple cold
And had,
ones.
had a couple
Yeah.
cool ones, wanted to chat about
Watched
it.
a couple
with
Bettis
Poppy Annie.
highlights.
Not a
Yeah,
bad
Yeah,
idea.
he got himself all wound up.
I would be more upset if he was calling in other Pittsburgh podcasts, which I don't even know.
Yeah, DV's like our brother. They're like our little brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you don't know, like if you check out
102.5.
they have a morning show.
Yeah, they
Morning
just
show,
started this
rock
stuff.
and roll.
We go on once a month, try to help him out with
Yeah.
listens.
That Bill Cropper, he's a nice guy, nice kid.
Him and Randy
He's gonna
Bauman,
make
good
it
people.
these days.
Yeah, they're going places. Thank.
Cody from Wexford. I haven't called in a long time, but I was just thinking, listening to the episode. You guys talk about Mishka a ton. I want to get him on the show once. I think the crowd would like that. So I don't know if he's ever done it before. I could be bringing up something that's already happened, but I want to hear from the horse's mouth and see what he has to say on the show. Thanks. Love the pod. Have a good one.
Another normal call.
I was gonna say
Another
two
one.
coherent
2 for
ones.
2.
are,
This is great.
Don't worry.
we
They're
could do that.
Yeah, but Michigan keeps it pretty, close to the chest these days. I don't know if he would come
He
on.
was very upset he missed the festivities
When?
at the wake at Bravo.
Oh yeah, he wasn't
He's
down
like,
there.
did you dudes get all fucked up? I'm like, yes. He's like, nice. He was like, really, like, you could see like the jealousy. in
He
his
has to go to
eye.
work or something.
Yeah, he had to get back to work and a
Yeah.
bunch of shit to do.
I think we could get Mishka in here one day. I don't know. I think he would definitely hang out for the whole thing. I don't know if he'd want to sit in for the whole show, but
I don't know if he comes. I bet he would.
I
He
think
might
we
have
could
talked the whole time, but he would sit here and at least.
I think yeah, we could do that. You know what I mean? Because we do talk about Mishka a lot.
We'll have to juice him up with a couple brews. Lubricate him a little bit.
Yeah, get him all
I had a
fired up.
request for more yogi this weekend. I told the person that asked me it's never going to happen.
Yeah. See what?
Who
Yeah.
asked for more Yogi? Pesh?
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, no, Jim. This is our one boy.
Uh,
But he, I think he does it to like fuck with me, and I'm like, dude, he said we need Yogi's picks back.
has Yogi been on
I
a
was
heater?
like, Yogi's just he's a baseball.
We got away from
24/7.
that aspect of the show because no one gave a fuck.
Yeah, I've gotten 3 tips, unsolicited tips about the podcast the past week
Yeah.
from like people, and it's been like, you guys should like talk about gambling more. I'm like, dude, nobody gives a fuck.
But gambling, fantasy football, and politics.
Yeah,
Stay away
definitely
from
don't
that.
care about
all
my fantasy
3 of them.
football.
No one fucking cares that I'm a set of 16 parlay for $40,000 this weekend.
Get out of
Yeah, I
time.
don't want to talk about it, but you know what I mean?
I mean, I want you to talk about it. A
Yeah,
little bit.
it was. It sucked. You know what? It didn't suck because I lost the first game,
Okay.
and then the rest of them won.
That's what hurts when
That's
shit like
what
that
hurts.
happens.
I was out of it, and I was like, the rest of these are going to
I
sleep.
hope everybody else loses now.
Nah, and
Yeah.
where the fuck didn't?
I put in a little $20 one last night. It hit. It was paid out pretty good. And this morning, one guy I work with, John's cousin, like I call him, we talk about gambling sometimes, and I show him the text, like the screenshot, like, because he's send me screenshots when he's won. You know, like anything over to me, like 2,000 is like an exciting, like, hey,
Yeah, fuck
check
yeah.
this out. You know, and I sent it to him.
You get it over 2 last night?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a 7-team or 7-leg parlay.
Nice.
I thought I sent it to you this morning.
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought I did. And then I sent it to his cousin, and I sent it to him at the time, like, if we're not going to work between 6:30, usually 6:15 and 6:40, we'll get a text. No work today, guys. See you tomorrow. Well, I sent it during that time.
He got excited.
He got all fired up. I got to work there. He didn't even talk to me. I'm like, dude, what's up? I'm like, dude, you didn't even thumbs up that heater. He was like, dude, you like texting me, and I thought, like, we were off today. And I looked at it like, you just want a stupid bet. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
It wasn't even supposed to rain. Was it?
Dude,
Did it rain?
There was a
Did it?
chance.
Was it? Yeah.
It rained a
past
little
2
bit,
days
but like,
has
it was,
been
Yeah, but last 2 days were
Oh,
like,
yeah, it did rain a little bit today.
like, dude,
Yeah,
I mean, I definitely like it was a day I woke up and checked it. Like, I woke up early and looked.
rained.
Yeah.
I said, I'm sorry.
Greenfield, how you doing? It's Buzzy from Brookline. Calling in with a corn dick / gear grinder. I take my dog to the park. That's like my hour. Just me and the dog, listen to podcasts, whatever. Wind down. But I'm in Brookline Park. Mind you, there's a fucking baseball field, a fucking playground, and then another little field, and I'm back behind that with my dog on like 100-foot lead, right? Totally empty, by the way. I see this guy walking all the way across the field. I'm like, this is weird. This guy must be like looking for something, right? And, you know, he keeps walking. I'm like, oh, he's a cop. He's wearing a cop uniform or something. And he's getting closer. He goes, hey, pal, you got to take your dog off that. Can only be on a 6-foot leash. Like, sure, rules are rules, right? But I'm the only fucking guy here, and you just walked like 175 yards to come over here and bust my balls about my dog playing fetch with a 100-foot lead when there's not another soul in fucking sight. I mean, what a fucking chicken shit Muppet thing to do. Like, mind your own fucking business, pal. You know, I'm gonna fucking fired up about this. This guy's still stuck in the locker he got squished into in 9th grade. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. Let me know what you guys think. Have a good week, boys. Oh, also, I'd like to send a personal fuck you to the city of Cincinnati for fucking up my parlay last night on a layup. They fucking suck. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, it sounds like he
That doesn't
smushed
sound-
you in the locker.
Doesn't sound like a city cop move at all, though. Is this dude just dressed up as like a cop, like a psycho?
I mean, I don't think that the cops are not even arresting people for anything. I can't see it bothering someone for playing
Yeah,
fetch.
at least
People, dude, people get weird about, like, that's why, like, it sucks. Like, I like got into it with a neighbor because I was like running him in like a tennis court. The dog, like, this is my first had a dog. Didn't really, I kind of wanted to contain him somewhere.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you can't have him in there. Which, if you see it, there's like a lot of signs. Like, then I was going to take him down to the park where Swissville used to play baseball, and it was like signs everywhere. Like, don't bring your fucking dog down here. So I don't know if that place had a lot of signs, but like, you had a 100-foot leash and you're playing fetch with your dog. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Is that what he said? He had him on a 100-foot leash?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's still on a leash?
Who cares?
Yeah.
That dog ain't gonna run wild. Like, he's playing fetch with his dog.
That's
And this
fucked up.
dude, if this was a city cop, he's obviously like up there sleeping. You
Right.
know, like,
so it was a cop, or was like,
I don't think he really wasn't that clear. He said he had like a cop uniform. It could have been some fucking
Oh, he's
nut.
a security guard.
Yeah, it could have just been a nut.
Yeah.
They,
You know,
they
looking for
harass
trouble.
his chicks. They're like, we've been drinking free breathalyzer right here, and they pull out their penis. I've seen a movie.
could have been
that.
something like that as well.
Yeah.
unless like somebody's like seen him and like he does it a lot, like and called.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's weird.
Waterboy here. Definitely drunk. Awesome show. I thank you guys for coming. I know there was 87 people in the baseball stadium and shit like that, but you guys were great. Joey, surely you fucking killed. You need to talk to Z-Bird and fucking get more time on. Z-Bird, what, were you afraid that I was going to announce the first comic wrong? I mean, you're like, I texted you, hey, can I announce first comic? Maybe tell a joke. You called me and said no. first comic, and nothing. I'm glad you gave me a shout. I'm glad you guys came. This is a little bitch, but come on, guy. And Shuli, I wish you would have came home with us, slept on the couch, because there's 15 of us inside playing darts, drinking beer, talking about the show.
Sounds like Waterboy had a freak off.
Yeah,
little
Water
Diddy.
Diddy.
Yeah.
More prepared. Thank you for coming, Jack. You are the uglier of the two brothers.
Whoa!
Oh, I know you're drunk, Waterboy, because that's not true.
So dude, I before we Jack,
I fucking hate Waterboy. I don't come out of Butler fucking County. You gotta talk shit.
dude. So like, here's my whole thing.
See, we get 2 normal calls and then we get drunk fucking Waterboy.
So here's the Waterboy got mad at me. Here's what happened. He called me and said he had a joke. Told me the joke.
Probably
I said,
sucked.
It did. So I said, nah. I said, listen, Waterboy, I do this all the time. Like, just I'll let you bring up a comic and that. And like, I'll be honest, like I like next time we do it, I will bring Waterboy up and let everyone like thank him for like putting it together. For
Oh,
sure.
he put it all together.
Well, yeah, he was the one that planted the seed.
And you wouldn't let him say one thing?
No,
What was the joke?
He was shit faced drunk.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. So like my thing was like I didn't want Waterboy to embarrass himself. Dude, at that moment, like everyone loved Waterboy.
You should have let him drown.
Well, I had to go up. So like I'm like,
Yeah, you don't want him sucking the life out of the crowd.
Conkle's coming off a heater. The crowd's fired up. I got to go do 40 minutes. I don't need, you know what I mean? Conkle knows how to bring me up.
Yeah, right.
We've worked together a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, dude, this is like, you know what I mean? And, you know, like I could just tell that he was upset. And then I got a text from him at like 1 a.m. And I said, listen, dude, I'd do anything for your Waterboy. But like the joke, just like, it was something about Shuli's concrete cock. He got a 9.5-inch concrete cock, 9 in his pants and half in his sock. And I said, I don't understand it. And I said, Waterboy.
It's worse than I even thought.
And I said, I love you you're a friend. You've crossed over into the friend barrier. But like, it's comedy's like there's like you said, there's 87 people there, but there was more than that because like some other people came. So it was like roughly, yeah, we'll say 87, but they were all there and they all paid $20 a ticket. And like, dude, you like I gotta take that into consideration. Like, I don't just like
You're a showman.
you can't let people just go up there and just like. But I promise you this: the next time we do it, I'm gonna help you get up there. I mean, let you do like a minute or two, and I'll help you write it. I just didn't have time with everything going on, so like I just didn't have time to like work with you on it. But you have my word, Waterboy, that we'll work on something for you to come up next time, and then like you know I'll let you like start the show, like introduce the host, and like I'll give you a little. We'll help write something. It was just I just didn't have the time, buddy, to write it because I'm doing 50 different things right now. There was a lot going on at the time, and like I just didn't have time. You know what I mean? But I hope you understand. Well, yeah, Shuli got to love. Shuli like drinks with him and parties with him. And everything.
Waterboy fucking pissing people off.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, what I mean, yeah.
Let's listen to the next call. These guys are getting all fucking.
Kenny, Big Bird, I gotta clear up something. My wife did not tell me a lot. He's cool. It was just Friday had a conflict of interest. I already gave my word that I'd be somewhere else, so I couldn't make it. So, it's definitely not my last stand up. Matter of fact, my wife's been on her best behavior because ever since she found out I was doing a stand up, every time she tries to give me some lip, I say, hey, Beth, you want to end up in a fucking act? Watch your tone. She learns a rule and gets back in the fucking kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't worry about me. You keep asking, I'll keep going, brother. I'm not far from done.
It's good to hear.
Yeah, you would definitely. Kenny, dude, like we talked about before, Kenny did his debut, did a great job. Kenny brought a lot of people. That was a really fun show, and Kenny's definitely not done doing stand up. You'll be seeing a lot more of Kenny. There's gonna be a lot more stuff coming up. You know what I mean?
Our one friend from out of town listens to the show. It's not right. We already brought him up.
Yeah.
And he met Lainey for the first time. And he like, I don't know if he asked her, like, why don't you ever come on? Or like, oh, he's like, well, he like mentioned something. And she said, I don't even like listen. She's like, you don't listen? I feel like none of the last. And she was like, he just lies, blah, blah. He's like, whoa. Don't ruin the show. That's I was like, see, shut up.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we have fans.
Yeah, and like, she's part of it. She gets tossed into the story sometimes.
All of our girls do.
Yeah, right.
Right. I mean, it doesn't have to be true, right?
It is true.
A lot of it.
It's our truth.
It's ours.
It's my truth.
Yeah,
It's my truth.
Unfortunately, it's true. There might be a little
embellishment.
We might have a fucked up perspective of ourselves as well.
Yeah, they don't get to respond.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They could.
They can start their own podcast.
That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
they can go
Rosa
there
says that all the fucking
every
time.
Wednesday. Oh, you know how mad I would be if they every Wednesday, like, all right, go into the podcast. Are you fucking nuts?
Like, not a shit.
You living here with this kid?
Yeah.
Crazy?
No fucking way. All right, let's take a break.
All right, real quick, everybody, before we take a quick commercial break, this Saturday, Spearmint Rhino, I'm going to be down there doing the Cage Rage again. If you want to come down, it's the 1 year anniversary. Hit me up. Greenfield's Finest Podcast up. We'll put you on the list. It's going to be cracking down there. If you're not on the list, it's $40 to get in. All you have to do is message me and say, hey, I'm coming down. And I put you on the list. I don't have like a limited number of people. So like, just if you're thinking of coming, just say, hey, I'm coming down. I might come down, and let me know. And that way I'll put you on the list. So, please do not wait till the last minute on Saturday. It's 10 o'clock at night to say, hey, I was going to come down. Can I get on the list? If thinking of coming, you might come. Get up with us as soon as possible. So through social media. So all right, everybody, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. More Greenfield's Finest Podcast.
Hey everybody, Eagle Tits here. Time for your favorite part of the show, the ads. Our sponsors help keep the show going, so if anybody that we talk about interests you, please go show them support. All right, let's get into this. Located in the heart of Pittsburgh's South Side, 12 Whiskey Barbecue features 100 bottle craft beers and 28 drafts from local and indie brewers. Their kitchen's open late and they have a crazy good menu. On top of that, they have events at the bar as well as offer catering. Birthdays, weddings, business events, and more, they've got you covered. Check them out at 12pgh.com or visit them at 1222 East Carson Street. That's TWELVEPGH.com. Primetime Appliance. You've heard us talk about them before. Their company puts the customer first. They're punctual and they take their time to get the job done right the first time. Cooktop repair, dishwasher repair, dryer repair, electric appliance repair, freezer repair, gas appliance repair, refrigerator repair, washer repair. I could go on all day. Have an emergency? Call them at 412-896-1395 or visit them at primetimeappliance.com. Do you love hot sauce? Do you love the city of Pittsburgh? Then why not try a sauce made right here in the city? That's right, I'm talking about Artie's Hot Sauce. Our buddy Artie currently has 7 sauces available. He has Arbol and Sandy, Habanero Island, Teriyaki Thai, Pizza Shop, Sweet Jalapeno, Hoppin' Jalapeno, Triple Pepper Fret, and Hot and Sour Serrano. All crafted with no artificial flavors, with hand-picked selections of chili peppers that guarantee an unforgettable culinary adventure. What are you waiting for? Visit artieshotsauce.com. ARTIES hotsauce.com. Nothing beats a local neighborhood butcher. Locally sourced, pasture-raised, nose-to-tail meats, they connect the farmer to provide customers with the best beef, lamb, chicken, and pork that Western Pennsylvania has to offer. The craft of whole animal butchery requires respect for both the animal and the customer. Come see the difference that makes. Visit them at 5151 Butler Street, Pittsburgh, PA 15201, or check out their website at fatbutcher.com. Let's talk Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services. Located in Pittsburgh's South Side, they specialize in all aspects of real estate business, including residential and commercial sales, residential and commercial leasing, multifamily investment, historic buildings, and development in and around the city. Have a question about home buying, selling, or rentals? Give them a call at 412-431-1718 or visit them at casouthside.com. That's casouthside.com.
Welcome, Matt Rosado. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Matt. He does everything from simple handyman tasks all the way to kitchen and bathroom full remodels, full room renovations, decks, big old decks, The whole 9. He has a buddy named Ryan, and if you mention Greenfield's Finest Podcast, you get 10% off. And they renovate with confidence and trust at Ram Remodeling at 412-225-7321. That's 412-225-7321. And get rammed.
I was gonna say, yeah, you like have to.
Yeah. Who's ready to get rammed? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Moneyline, who be Corn Dicking this week?
They found drugs, guns, and 1,000 bottles of lube in Diddy's house. Also, he had 784 dildos for his freak-off supplies.
Sounds like a party.
Dude.
He should have just got...
They were mini bottles of lube, but like 1,000 of them?
He should have just got a 55-gallon drum. That'd be so much more economical.
Yeah, you buy in bulk.
Maybe he does. Maybe he's filling up his own bottles of lube.
Yeah, because you can't bring the drum in every room.
Yeah.
He probably got a lube sex master who just fills up bottles of lube.
Yeah, he
every
probably
day.
got a lube.
He
bro.
whips him like, get
A
back
lube,
to
yeah,
fill.
He got
lube,
enough money to have his own
Get back.
manufacturer.
He was like, if we ever drop under 1,000, you're getting whipped.
Dude, I need a documentary, and I need it now.
Oh, we're gonna get it.
Because I can't fully comprehend what's going on, or
amount
like
of
what all the
creepiness
charges
going
are,
on.
or what he did. No matter how many reels I watch, or like,
And then, like, yeah, you see the reels, and like, you know, there's nutty people talking about it, but like, dude, is this shit true?
right, like
what's
he's
true?
perverted. I got it. He liked to do drugs. I got that too.
Yeah, did he really fuck Carl Winslow? Like, that's something I definitely need to know.
We were just talking about that
Yeah,
today.
like, I need.
I
But, like,
fucking
I
hope
haven't
not.
heard-
Don't do that.
No,
to me,
he's
dude.
Mr. Winslow's gay though in real life.
Oh, is he
Is he?
really?
Yeah, he's
I didn't
he's
know
not.
Yeah,
he's-
but
he's-
it's just
he's a-
don't. Yeah.
But why would he pound him? I mean, that Mr. Winslow's
Why
a
would
good
you even want
guy.
to pound? Yeah, why would you even want to pound Mr.
videotape
Winslow?
pounding him,
He's
you
a
know?
sergeant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's Laura gonna think?
Yeah.
Why would Diddy like want to pound Mr. Winslow? That's
Of all
Weird.
people.
yeah.
It's so
like-
weird, dude. Hollywood.
might have
I think
won-
Hollywood is just like, I don't even think we can wrap our head around how weird it really is. I think we're getting a taste of like shit.
But
now.
like people are like,
I'd have pounded Urkel over Mr. Winslow.
I would have pounded Stefan.
Yeah,
Stefan. Yeah, so like the pound list would be like Stefan, Eddie, Urkel, Mr. Winslow.
Eddie, Eddie loves cocaine.
Does he?
He was on a podcast saying
He loves cocaine.
he wasn't saying he used to love
He's
cocaine.
currently in love
Actively
with cocaine.
loves cocaine.
Actively in love.
And kind of like
One thing about Eddie Winslow, I still love cocaine.
yeah, he
Everybody
didn't
does
look
that.
and like he didn't look terrible, but he looked like he might have like not slept for a day or two. But he was like, yeah, like that beard.
You think he
Yeah.
fucked Diddy?
What, dude? Nah, because his dad fucked him.
Yeah.
He didn't want sloppy seconds.
So is Diddy like
Imagine
sex
being in a freak
trafficking
off.
people?
I think that's
Carl
part of it.
Winslow's.
Imagine being in a freak off. Dude, Cat Williams got that one special where he's in the pimp, one of the Pimp Chronicles where he's in the green suit.
Yeah,
it's like
He's like, man, I was there once, and I start looking in the rooms, and you're just like, what the fuck? He obviously he does it away from your version, but he's just like, man, what the fuck is going? Where am I at? And, like, you peep in the room, and you see Carl Winslow like
Yeah.
Diddy riding Carl Winslow like a horse around fucking in the room, and you're like, man, let's go to IHOP.
Yeah, dude.
know
You
what
see
I mean?
Bill
Like,
Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, and Meek Mill all in the same room, just getting and Carl Winslow.
yeah, this is
Poor Carl Winslow, dude. Like, I mean, you have his name dragged through the mud after all he did for the community. You know, a respected officer of the law.
if you
Servant
had
of
to
the
like
society.
rank dads that I would think Diddy wouldn't fuck,
Yeah.
it would be like it'd be like Kevin Arnold's dad. If from the Wonder Years,
Red Foreman,
Red Foreman,
He ain't
Carl Winslow.
Yeah, he ain't fucking Red Foreman.
He's the softest of the three.
Carl
Yeah.
Winslow.
Yeah.
yeah, but so like, but like, after,
Dude, Kevin Arnold's dad's psycho, dude.
nuts. Yeah, he ain't letting Diddy pound on him.
No way.
No way.
Red
No
Foreman's
way.
He's
pretty
pounding.
nuts.
Red Foreman's pretty nuts, but Kevin Arnold's dad, like, he made me like uneasy. Like I
Yeah.
got nervous when he came on screen.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I felt like I was getting yelled
He
at.
just
for
looks
sure.
mad. You know what I mean?
Like Uncle Phil, like I could see Uncle Phil getting pounded out, or rest in peace.
You think?
No.
Yeah, maybe not. I'm not going to
I
drag
think
he was a
Carl-
judge.
I could see
yeah,
Carl
he was
Winslow.
a judge. He was a man of the court.
You might be right, though.
Sometimes those political like court guys get wrapped up in this
Yeah.
Hollywood sex shit.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah,
get...
I mean, he might have been like her. I mean, he knows Mr. Winslow. You know, what I mean, 'cause they've been in the same courtroom
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you
Well,
doing
they live
after
in
this?"
different,
They're both-
completely
they're
different
both-
cities.
Yeah,
They're
he
both
lives in
simple
Bel Air.
servants.
Yeah, Bel Air in Chicago, I
Yeah.
think. They
Who
both
else did a
they
good-
both live in TV.
No.
Yeah.
What was the dude Rock? Remember Rock, the garbage man?
Oh, there ain't no way.
You ain't taking his cakes.
You
He
ain't
been to
ta-
jail.
Al Bundy.
he was
There ain't
all-
no way you're fucking Al Bundy.
And The Rock was also a janitor at Notre Dame too.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
he's
Mentor to Rudy.
The wise janitor. But
Yeah.
but there is no way you're fucking Al Bundy. Jefferson Darcy, mate.
Yeah.
Jeff Darcy's getting it.
He probably went
But
to Diddy's house,
Dude,
honestly.
maybe the dad from Step by Step. I could kind of see. He's like a
think?
tall.
Step by step.
Nah, he was in the movie show
Patrick
Dallas.
Duffy, is that his name? I think that might be his name.
Oh,
He was the dude in Dallas. He got shot
What-
in that show, like you're in the early '80s.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know what Dallas was,
Yeah.
but I can't remember who the fuck
what,
was in
what
it.
about the dad from Elf?
See, yeah, he was like a nerdy guy, bald head. No,
Yeah, he had an alien when he was eating cats.
Danny Tanner, R.I.P. I can see Diddy getting in there. You know?
Yeah,
Dude.
Tanner definitely gets it.
Yeah.
Funny story about that. I went and seen John Lovitz do comedy, and when Bob Saget was still alive, he wrote this like 3-minute song about Bob loves to stick stuff in his ass. So obviously Bob Saget passed away. It was like a funny joke they had going, and Bob Saget's wife, like John went up to him and he was like, I made that joke all them years. I'm sorry. And she was like, he would love for you to keep doing it.
Absolutely.
So at the end of his shows, he still does it. And it's like it's just him saying Bob Saget would put it in his ass. And like he brings up like 50,000 different things and he just says it. It's like, it's fucking hilarious. Bob Saget was hilarious.
Yeah, for sure. I can see him in a Diddy freak off though.
Yeah, that's easy.
I can see
Yeah, for sure.
Cut it out.
Yeah,
Joey.
cut it out.
What about Uncle Joey, dude?
Yeah, Uncle Jesse was handsome. You know what I mean? He probably fucked so many chicks. He
got
Uncle
sick.
he
Jesse
just becomes
definitely
a
went to
whole
freak
guy.
off.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah,
fuck
you
it. I'll
think?
fuck Mr.
Yeah.
Winslow.
Yeah.
I got Deuce on Carl.
Oh, yeah.
So do you think like they said like Diddy's on suicide? Do you think like
Suicide.
He's gonna
That's
end
because
up
they're
dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to Jeffrey Epstein himself.
yeah. Well,
wink,
not
wink.
himself, but
Right.
Yeah.
But dude, like the thing with it is like, here's what here's just my theory. I don't watch a ton of videos. They went in, gathered all the footage, got rid of it. So they're like, okay, this is going to keep politicians. We have the footage now. Like, where's the man? Okay, now we're going to put him in jail. All right, because now like he can't blackmail people. I'm sure like Diddy might have like a master file backup or something, but like it's not going to matter because Diddy's going to be dead. I mean, I think they're going to kill Diddy because he knows too much.
Yeah.
About some powerful
He has too
people.
much dirt.
But I don't know. I'm not trying to say like I'm political people now. Like, but there's definitely politicians involved. In
Dude,
this.
Diddy knew this was coming down. You know what I mean? Russell Simmons has been fucking gone for like years. He went
Russell Simmons was in on?
yeah, all those like older dudes, fucking. But they all like they fled. They've
They
been
say
in like
Jay-Z's
Bali
wrapped
or
up
some
in
shit
it.
like that.
So they knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, he moved to I forget exactly where it is, but he moved to a country where he can't be like
Non-extradition
Yes,
country.
Exactly. Why don't Diddy just get the fuck out of town? I just think like they probably just have a crazy just fucked up. Like I'm too big. Like I'm good. I'm bigger than everything.
Right.
And then next thing you know, like
You got that God complex.
everybody turns their back a little bit on you, and now you're in jail.
He said he tried to put up like 50 million and all this shit there.
And so I was like, no way.
No way.
Dude,
Like, he said, I won't even have girls over my house. They're like, you're going to jail.
Like,
Dude,
you got
they
girls in
said,
the basement.
dude, but they're saying like fucking.
The old like Bieber clips and shit like that. You see that?
Oh my!
It's
How
fucking
uncomfortable
weird,
Bieber
dude.
looks.
Yeah.
He's like,
Dude.
tell him about it, and Bieber's like, yeah, it's crazy.
It's like, what do they have that kid there
What
for?
did they do to that poor kid?
Yeah.
I don't even want to know. I just hope that
Maybe we all have an
Usher's
idea.
career?
Like
Did
Usher-
Usher have something to do
Dude,
with it?
but I mean,
They said he deleted all his
Usher-
fucking.
they might have did
tweets
something to
and
Usher.
Yeah,
Usher's
Usher
done.
was like Bieber before Bieber. Like
Yeah.
he was like
Yeah.
Usher was on Stern talking about how he lived with Diddy for like 2 months or some shit when he was like
And then I seen an interview.
15 or some shit like
I seen
that.
an interview like later where he's like, yeah, he didn't have nothing to say. Like someone asked him about Diddy, and he was like,
Yeah, I'm not talking about this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
he's been real quiet.
I wouldn't want to.
but this was
either,
before
yeah.
all this shit happened.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Diddy, we're not going to see much of Diddy anymore.
Yeah, I feel. I'd
I'll tell
say.
you who seems happy about it is Mace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mace like a big Christian dude now.
He's a preacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
you know, you got your.
he got a podcast. I don't know how much he's. I don't know if he's still preaching. or not, but,
Mason,
like, Cameron.
Cameron, Killer
Yeah.
Cam.
Yeah.
Steve-O is backing out getting his titties done.
So
Yeah,
like, dude,
This was just a
Publicity
a
stuff.
work to get for whatever he was doing, right?
he don't, dude. Here's his like here. That's his whole shtick. I'm gonna go do something crazy, and I said this on.
In Steve-O's defense, he has done a lot of crazy shit.
He has, and it's worked for him. But my problem with this is, I'm calling total bullshit on it. I'm saying he was never planning on doing this. So like, I said this in a text to you and Larry. So hypothetically, not even hypothetically, here's what he's saying. The day that he's going to get the breast implants, there's a transgender cashier who she says to him, if you get those breast implants, that's a slap in the face to the trans community. And he said, that's when I decided not to do it. I'm just saying, like, around here, like, I know, not, like, I'm not saying about trans, but how many transgender cashiers do you run into? I don't know. How often, like, how would that transgender cashier know to talk to Steve-O about that?
Oh, that was a story. It was out.
I know it's out, but I mean, come on, he fucking made
That was a
that.
made up story
just
that
got
he had as
cold
his
feet. You're saying
That was it. That was his.
If it's completely made up, that's a good out story.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you really can't get heat for it. Like, kind of makes sense too.
dude,
if you're
maybe one of his
transgender.
boys are like, dude, stop it.
I hope they did.
Stop it.
I hope
It's
they
only
did.
enough to, like,
when
dude,
the story like came out that he was like doing it, there wasn't one like not any like podcast I saw talking about it or anything. Not one person like, dude, this is funny. Everyone's like, dude, this is fucking weird as fuck.
Weird
Why would
as
you
fuck.
do this?
like, what do you get a big
So
dick
maybe-
on his back?
Yeah, maybe. I think he has.
I think they got a race already.
Yeah, who knows?
Right.
But he'll do some crazy shit.
Right, he'll do something else. I mean, and dude, I hope not but fame and fortune for him, but I just think it's bullshit. And I think he should have never even said he was going to do this because he didn't gain nothing from it. It wasn't like he got a lot of like, did he get anything out of it?
You got us talking about
We got us talking about it and way bigger podcasts talking about him. So I don't know. It must do something for you.
Yeah, I guess.
Is he writing a book or something, and he's trying to get some publicity?
Nah, I think he's going back out on tour or something.
Okay,
But
there
no
it is.
titties for Steve-O, and I'm happy about that. I didn't need to see a set of double D's on Steve-O.
Yeah. Put some D's
Start off
on that
small, then work
bitch.
your way up, Steve.
Japanese scientists have created a dream MRI machine that can record your dreams and you can watch them back.
Did they really? That's amazing.
It is amazing.
Would you be interested in that there, Joe?
don't-
That's on
There's
the
a
dream.
couple I wouldn't mind seeing again.
Yeah.
There's a couple. Yeah, I'd like to erase from memory.
But even you gotta think those dreams, like you're not remembering all those dreams. So there's like I don't know, there's some weird dark
You
shit
ever, like,
sometimes.
Right. You ever wake up though and you feel good and you're like, what was that dream I was just having? But you can't remember any of it.
Did-
Yeah, that would be
I
cool
mean,
to see that.
more
one.
than that, sometimes you just wake up so relieved that was a dream.
Yeah. Oh
Thank
yeah.
fuck.
Thank
Like,
God
come
I was
on,
going
wake
to
up,
jail.
Like
buddy.
everyone's had the, I don't know, everyone, but like a jail dream, like where you did something and you're like in jail
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my God, you wake up. I'll tell you you have the weirdest dreams. Thank God, like Yin's having an expert, but when you're withdrawing from opiates
I bet.
and you have a lot of wet dreams because like you haven't been like
You haven't been coming.
at all.
Yeah.
And then like you wake up and you jizzed your pants.
That's awesome though.
It kind of is. and the weird thing is like, yeah, I mean, like it's just like you wake up and you're like, is that jizz in my pants? And you're like, yes, it
Am I
is.
15 again?
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, geez. And, I think I realized I was dry fucking a pillow in my sleep. And it's just like, how did
I would imagine you're in some like halfway house too.
No, withdrawal. You're in a detox. You got your
No.
You got the privacy of like, you can dry fucking pillows.
Whatever you're.
No,
Well,
it's
that's
good.
nice.
Yeah, but I woke
How
up.
many loads are we talking? Is this like a few nights in a row?
No, like it would be like so. Like this happened to me like twice, and when this was, so I fell asleep. I was starting like I was not feeling great, but I was getting a little bit of sleep. I fell asleep for like a few hours. Woke up, jizzed in my pants. Went bathroom, cleaned myself off. Felt like total shit. Dude, I didn't hop back in the shower. I just like took off my underpants, put on these sweatpants,
Yeah,
went back
bed.
to sleep, and jizzed in my pants again.
Whoa!
Double jizz.
You remember what you were dreaming about?
No.
You'd like to remember that one there.
But the thing is, when you're that like, here's the weird thing: when you're on like I'd say opiates and you're on drugs, like opiates, and you get off of them, your senses were numbed for so long. Like you start to see like colors different, you smell everything, but you're so fucking horny because like, but you're not like.
Are you saying you don't like when you're on opiates, you don't dream at all, more or less? Because I don't think I really dream too much when I'm smoking the dope.
I mean, if you're more not, you're like passing out more than you're like,
right.
And you don't remember anything, but like the dream, like, yeah, you have these very vivid dreams, like, they're weird.
Your brain starts working again.
Yeah. It's like
The synapses start firing again.
And it's like the beginning stage is like, all right, we're going to try this.
So does
again.
this mean they could like see your thoughts though at some point? They're like, I guess it would have to be like an MRI machine.
You would have to be like hooked up to it, but yeah, it seems like
but
it.
eventually they get better.
I don't
and better.
like that.
Yeah, I think I mean, listen, if someone said, hey, you could do this, I think I would give it a shot. I don't know how much I would like it.
Right, but
I might wake up like, hey, I'm good on that dream.
I never,
I
I wouldn't go through the whole
those.
MRI just to see a dream.
No, but it's cool.
It's like, oh, there was that winning lottery number. You need to re-see that.
Yeah, that I just, you know what? I was just thinking that when you said it. I was like, because like I thought, what if someone like, what if that's how like when people pass away, they talk to you through your dreams and they're like, dude, I got an inside tip for you. You know what I mean? Steelers in the under.
Yeah, I feel like I forget a lot of my dreams. And like, dude, I don't sleep like deep either. Like, I'm just like, I feel like I'm pretty much awake the whole night, but like also asleep. It's fucking weird.
You don't hit that deep REM.
I don't get the
Yeah,
I don't get in that REM too.
I'm up like every hour and a half.
Because
I'm like awake.
has that been your whole life, or has it been since LJ's been born and you got a little guy?
The anxiety of life the past couple of years has definitely fucked with my sleep for sure.
Yeah,
for
It'll
sure.
do it. That'll do it.
Yep. Chinese zoo painted some dogs like some pandas and put them in an exhibit.
That's a Saint Bernard, bro.
You be looking like a dog.
Like that. Like that guy.
So funny.
That guy kind of looks like a panda.
That ain't bad.
It ain't
That
bad.
is so funny.
No, that one was like a
funny.
fucking dog.
That looks like any dog you'd see at a dog park. But the
that's
other
so
dude
funny.
wasn't bad.
the one looks
You take a baby there, that idiot's gonna think it's a panda.
They were like,
Wait,
dude,
that little fucking, what's that called?
Oh man, maybe those are dogs.
What's that crumpet? What's that called? Pomeranian. Go back to that.
Yeah, I think it's like I think these are Sujitsus or some shit like that, maybe. Or is that a Jeep?
Yeah, there it is. That's
Those
a
are
Pomeranian.
yeah,
on
they're
the right.
bigger though. Yeah, I don't know, but
I mean, it's a good idea.
Japanese don't give a fuck. You want to see some pandas? We're running low.
They were like, wait a second, the pandas died? Hold on.
Here.
We got to line out the door.
I mean,
We gotta
that
paint
one
the
I
looks
go
dogs.
so
spray
much like
paint.
a painted full.
Yeah, but if
show
you're moving
must
just
go
like a
on.
dog,
Yeah, right.
the show must go on. Yeah, this is some fucking
I thought it was China.
Tiger Joe or what's that guy's name?
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic. Yeah, some Joe
They're
Exotic.
trans pandas. Yeah, I'm a panda trapped in a dog's body.
Brother in arms. Did we talk about Shannon Sharpe fucking?
No.
So we missed that. Happened like the
Yeah.
Wednesday fucking. So Shannon Sharpe was fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He accidentally went live, and then just the audio was live as he was having sex with a young woman. This is almost impossible to do.
Right. How do you accidentally? How are you in bed having sex and all of a sudden you accidentally go live?
Yeah, you get on Instagram and go live.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but like you're not even your phone. His phone wasn't near him
It was like
you
on the
could-
dresser or something.
because it sounded like it was distant.
Yeah, it was good audio.
It was good audio, but it didn't catch. So it was just enough to like where people would get talking about him, and enough that where he didn't get jammed up. It was an accident. Yeah, because nothing was seen.
At first, he's like, I got hacked. And he's like, I didn't get hacked. I fucked up and I was fucking. But there's been a lot in the news lately, not in the news, my news. A lot on Twitter lately that Shannon Sharpe is gay, allegedly. So he's been getting.
He did this to
Antonio Brown pushing that pretty hard.
What's that?
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown loves, yeah. It's not just him though, but it's a bunch.
Right.
And Antonio Brown's pretty good at gambling. I don't know whoever runs his Twitter. Like he fucking hit some big parlays recently.
Yeah.
Back to Shannon Sharpe. But yeah, so I don't know if this is like a publicity stunt. Like, hey, like let's see I'll show you how gay I am. I'm gonna fuck a woman on live.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, if that might, that's a.
Seems to be the case going on. A lot of the guys are just fucking both these days.
Hole's a hole, John.
I mean, is
storm?
What if like Mr. Winslow's came out and said he fucked on? You know what I mean,
I'm fucking Mr. Winslow. Ain't no way. Mr.
yeah. I'm saying definitely he ain't no bottom.
I think it's safe to say Mr. Winslow's a bottom.
Yeah, power bottom.
Yeah.
He definitely pops his root out. You know?
Dude, what is
Mr. Winslow needs to capitalize on this. If I'm Mr. Winslow right now, I'm going on every podcast, unless he just got like some back end money of fucking, what was the show called?
Family Matters.
Family Matters.
He's got to be doing okay.
Urkel
He
got
was
all
on
the
a
back-end
commercial
money.
recently.
Yeah,
It's still syndicated, dude. He still gets a chunk every time it's played.
But
you know?
dude, like
It's
the
on
dude
every
that like
day.
said
That's what I
that
mean.
story, like that's a wild story to make up. Like
Of all people.
of all fucking people,
Mr.
like, dude,
Winslow.
He was
We could do a
blowing
whole
out. He was
podcast on
blowing
that.
out
Yeah.
Mr. Winslow's back. Like we could hear him.
North Shore, Pittsburgh Scanner, North Shore Shorty's Bar. If your name is Greg and you ditched your wife after the game, she found you and she called the cops to help collect you. Oh, so she actually did find him. I read this wrong when I went to go do this. I thought she was like looking for him when he got the cops. So dude ditched her. She found him. He was acting up. She called the cops like, "Hey, we got to get my husband together. He's out there wilding out."
He's the one with his shirt
down
off.
at,
over there.
old Shorties and Pins or whatever the fuck it's called. Good for him. Opening day. You know what I mean?
Have yourself a time.
Have yourself a
She was
time.
like, he's the one over there BFing Carl Winslow.
Yeah.
Can you please?
He's the
get him
one
in the
running
car?
down the Riverwalk away from me.
Yeah. He's with the sergeant.
Dude, I just keep getting these visions of like Carl Winslow having sex with all these
Yeah.
other yeah.
Get his root potted, dude.
Dude, that's all I've been thinking about. And like now we were talking about dreams. We're all gonna have dreams about like Carl Winslow's sex tonight.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
No, dude.
Tell me if you jizz after you drink.
Oh, dude, if you have a Mr. Winslow,
Can you even tell your boys about it?
I think you have to tell the podcast at this point. If any of us have a Mr. Winslow wet dream, we have to tell everybody.
I would because like
Detox or no talks.
yeah, I'd be like, I'm pretty much an open book on here, and I'd be like, yeah, dude.
maybe not even a wet dream. If we have a sex dream about Carl Winslow tonight, we gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
And then whoever's listening to this, if you have a sex dream about Carl Winslow, I need you to call in.
Yeah.
Unless you're Waterboy.
Yeah.
Goonies is set for a sequel after 40 years. I'm pumped for this. I'm a Goonies guy. You guys are
Love
Who
Goonies.
the fuck didn't love the Goonies?
Yeah, Goonies is the best. So like they're all
Goonies,
in, right?
Yeah.
So is this going to be like? Anybody know the story? Like, is it going to be about their kids? Or are they going to go like on a Goonie mission themselves? Is it going to be both? Like, I need to know what's going on.
They're gonna go out and get all coked up. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, they're good Goonies.
Yeah, right.
They're real Goonies.
They got
aren't
all them gems. They got all that money that's been gooned out for 40
Yeah,
years.
wait,
Yeah,
is
they
Corey
rich?
Feldman even alive still?
Yeah, he's in a band.
Oh, it's the other Corey that died.
Yeah, he
Corey
called it
Haim.
What's Ham.
Haim.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But I like.
I think what's his name's dead. Not Chunk. What was the big fucking ugly dude? Hey, you guys.
Oh, yeah. He died like
Sloth.
3 months after the movie.
Yeah, Sloth, right?
Yeah, I can't imagine.
He wasn't
I think
doing
he's
too
dead.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, hey,
Wait, was that a mask or was that a real head?
That was his real head, and then like
You think his ear would wink like that, bro?
Yeah, right.
Are you fucking serious?
Well, I don't fucking know.
You used to have to
I've seen some wild looking people out in the street, Seabird. You never seen a fucking sloth looking motherfucker downtown?
I've never seen you do it one eye up here and one down here.
Ruth.
Dude,
I feel like we're walking a very fine line right now.
He was like,
Dude,
he's gonna fuck by Carl Winslow. He's like, hey, you, Carl. He put coke on his asshole. He boofed him. The Goonies is going to come out and like...
Dude, he used to scare the shit out of me, Sloth's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was going to throw Mama from the train.
Oh,
She was so annoying.
And then wasn't Ralphie fucking Sopranos one of the brothers?
Yeah, he was in that too. Fuck him.
Yeah, that's
Oh, is he?
down in Sopranos.
Oh, I thought he's dead and alive. Say good.
Yeah, he's alive. He gave you that fucked up ass cameo.
Yeah,
My cousin Gene paid
Joey
fucking like
Pantalone.
$150 for. It's the worst fucking cameo ever. We gotta play it on here one day. I gotta dig that up and want to play it for the audience. World's worst fucking cameo ever.
Yeah.
He was like, hope you're not sitting down because I heard you like to do stand up comedy. And I'm just like, this dude he should have killed. I'm glad Tony killed you. I see why he did.
Yeah. I mean, it was fucked up. He killed Pyle, man.
Yeah.
Did you see this in Oakland? A woman found $1 million worth of dope walking her dog.
No. Well, I
Dude,
see what you said.
it's all packaged up, like ready to go. It's just something sitting in fucking Oakland.
That was a drop off. They call that a dead drop.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, that's a weird situation. Like, if you're just an average person, you find that.
I think I let that go.
I walk the fuck away.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
If it's cocaine,
$1 million.
No, cocaine. If it's cocaine, I think I take it because I know I could go and
That'll be gone
get that out.
before I even
You know what I
before
mean?
I even fucking
The
get to my
heroin?
house.
The heroin?
Nah,
I think I'm good, dude.
I'm
No,
leaving
that's
that
a lot
where.
of fucking dope. Dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind like calling that in, like, yeah, police, it's over here. Go
That's
get it.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to have it on person like at all. I don't
want to carry it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
probably
a good,
call the cops if I think
That's a
if I
good
saw
call.
this.
Call the
Yeah.
cops.
Yeah.
Yep, call the cops. 100%.
Keep on
But
trucking.
like I said, if it's cocaine, I'd probably grab it and I'd probably slowly sell. You know,
Release the floodgates.
leakage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get
Controlled
rid of that.
leakage.
You get that out of there. But that'd be so fucked up if you're like casually walking your dog, you find all those drugs, you're like, oh man, I'm really down on my luck. I could use some money. It's like some stupid sting operation, and now you're fucked.
Well, whoever this shit really
Or I'm
was,
scared.
somebody's fucked right now
Yeah, they're
for
looking
losing
that.
$1 million worth of diesel.
Is that how much it was? $1 million
That's
That's
what
what they
says,
said.
Well,
They always
Well,
break
once they
that
break
down.
it down,
Yeah.
right.
So it's probably about a quarter of that, even if that.
That's
Right,
still
but
a
still,
lot.
somebody's fucked.
Somebody's fuck. It's a lot of H.
Someone, if I have no idea where she found. They're not going to say exactly where she found it, but like I would guarantee that like someone had it stashed somewhere so it wasn't in their house. You know what I mean?
I would
Like,
imagine this is more North Oakland,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
South Oakland.
So,
South Oakland.
Yeah, South
yeah.
Oakland, North Oakland's
Well,
really nice.
Yeah, North Oakland's Pitt, right? Well, North Oakland's
Like-
up.
Well, up
Oh,
towards
it's
the
like
hill.
near
Yeah,
Oakland
towards
Castle.
the hill. Yeah.
So-
South Oakland is where it's not so nice. Not so nice over there in South Oakland. And then A1 comes out with their own steakhouse butter.
Sounds fire.
I'm a huge A1 guy. I feel like I brought this up like kind of recently, but not about the butter. You guys A1 guys? Would you
Yeah.
throw this on your steak?
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
A1.
Yeah.
I put it on more. I put it on burgers.
Burgers?
It's good when you make the like ground meat. You mix it, throw a little A1 in there.
Yep. Selene hates A1. She's like, I don't like get it. So like I'll do stuff to what did I put it on the one day? I just like drizzled it on like nachos or something like that, just for the joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For the
dude,
comedic
these
value.
I literally just put it on like 2 chips. She's like, dude, you want some of these A1 nachos? It's off the hook. She's like, dude, you're disgusting. Meanwhile, that is disgusting. But like, this is the shit
I don't
do.
know. It doesn't sound that
What-
bad.
what- what's
This
the-
is the shit I do to fuck with her to keep me myself entertained.
But the butter like on a baked potato would be fire.
I love A1 on a baked potatoes.
Dude, I'll even
that's a move.
throw a slab of butter on like a fillet, like right there, dude.
Yeah,
Right before you eat it. It's nice.
it's weird. I don't like the color of it. I'll say that it looks weird.
Why is it in that container?
It's not a great
I
container.
can't believe it's
either.
not A1 butter.
Cannot believe, yeah.
But
I can't believe it's not Carl. It's not Mr.
That's what you put on Carl Weathers'
Dude,
bum.
Diddy,
Yeah.
Good for you, fucking Diddy.
Diddy definitely butters up fucking Winslow's
A1
bum.
butter. Yeah.
About to grease that fucking steak.
Oh,
roux.
dude.
About to get that ribeye.
That filet min Winslow.
What cut of meat is Carl Winslow's
Oh,
butt?
he's a prime
He's a
rib.
Delmonico.
Yeah, there's a lot,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Yeah, I think he's a
fucking
ribeye.
New York strip.
a lot of
No,
fat.
yeah,
in that.
ribeye's
Yeah,
a little
no.
too thin.
No, he's the what do you call it?
Porterhouse.
The prime, dude, the prime rib, bro, because
Yeah.
there's all that fat on it.
Yeah,
marbled in
like
there.
maybe a New York strip's kind of thick,
Yeah.
dark.
Dark.
Don't ruin a strip for me.
Yeah. Next time we're gonna get steak there at Carl Winslow's
That's
asshole.
Carl Winslow, please.
Rosado and Sons Landscaping. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. They offer landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, gardening, lawn maintenance, sod lawns, complete installation, shrub maintenance, retaining walls, complete spraying services, and more. They put in the work so you don't have to. Transform your yard today and call Rosado and Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get a special discount. Need to move? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're a team of experienced and professional movers dedicated to providing clients with the best possible service. They will work with you to create a custom moving plan that fits your specific needs and budget. They're also fully bonded and insured. So give Miracle Movers a call, 412-419-2620. Having electrical problems? Don't know where to turn? Call Vance Hall at Plug Electric, 412-298-6770. 412-421-6770. That's Vance Hall at Plug Electric. Car problems suck, especially if the problem is too big for you to fix yourself. You don't know where to take your car and you don't know who to trust. Well, let me talk to you about Meineke Car Care, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Oil changes, brakes, maintenance, pretty much anything you need is in their wheelhouse. So if you need a hand making your car problems suck less, call Meineke Car Care Center, 412-451-8968. Ask for Arthur, 412-451-8968. Are your steps and sidewalks starting to crack? Do you miss it when they actually look nice and clean? Call Giuseppe & Sons. They handle repairs and replacements. 412-421-6711. These are the guys you can trust to help you with all your masonry work in the Pittsburgh area. That's Giuseppe & Sons. 412-421-6711.
Mondays, it's wing night at Zano's from 6:30 to 9:30. You get dollar wings. Wednesday, taco night, $1.50 tacos from 7 to 10, so that you'll be listed as you can go. And Friday, Dana's dinner specials is stuffed pepper starting at 4. We'd like to welcome Atlas Pest Solutions. Their services include bed bugs, roaches. They kill termites, fleas, and bees and wasps, and general pest, ants, and centipedes. He don't handle wildlife like raccoons and stuff, but if you pay him enough, he'll shoot anything. You can get a hold of him at 412-414-2948. Atlas Pest Solutions at 412-414-2948. And tell him you heard about it on Greenfield's Finest podcast. Dude's a beast. He did my neighbor. That's all I meant to do.
Cleared it out.
Cleared it out. He don't fuck around.
He ain't trapping raccoons or nothing like that, you said?
Yeah, I mean, if you pay him enough, he'll shoot anything. Everybody, yeah.
Says so right in the ad.
Yeah. Says it right now. He'll shoot anything. But, he mainly sticks to bed bugs, roaches, termites, fleas, bees, and wasps, and general pests.
Nice.
Yeah, so welcome
aboard.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest podcast. We're about to jump into what's grinding our gears. Angry John, what's grinding them gears?
All right, menu manipulation grinds my gears. You know what I mean? When I'm going to pick the stuff up, and you got to complicate a simple type order.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts. All right, Friday morning, let me go get some donuts. Get this Friday kicked off right. Johanna's like, the staff at Dunkin' Donuts in Brownsville Road's pretty weak right now. She's like, dude, there's that ham and cheese croissant. Could you ask them to add egg on it? I'm like, no. You'll blow this dude's mind. Yeah. It doesn't come with egg. You know what I mean? I can't do it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Dude, it'll fuck up. He'll fuck the donuts up because you asked for this. Dude, right. There's just places you can if you're at a restaurant and you want to give this lady hell and totally rewrite the menu, you do it. I'm tired of being sent.
Don't send me on some dummy mission,
dude. In an awkward situation, I guess we could check, and you know what I mean.
We really don't have a button for that.
Yeah, right.
So what number?
They don't have a button. For
I deal with these people a lot.
You're a regular diner.
It's early in the morning. They're very busy. You're gonna blow his mind. Yeah. I know the kid. He's kind of like a doofus.
Don't throw him a curveball.
Right. He'll have to bring a manager over, and then they'll keep
it simple.
He can handle 3 ingredients: bread, cheese, ham.
This thing's probably frozen, and they throw it in.
Yes,
you want to? I said I can get you. There's a ham, egg, and cheese bagel or a muffin. I don't want that. I'm like, then no.
She didn't do it.
No, I just got her the ham and cheese.
She pissed.
No, she understood. It's Dunkin' Donuts we're talking about.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, you're right.
Listen, I'm leaving now.
Build your own sandwich. There's not a thing for build your own sandwich.
No.
This ain't an MTO.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's some places where you could there's a little bit of leeway, and there's other places where you just got to go in there like the soup Nazi. This is what I need. You talk slow and just hope it comes out okay.
That's it. Hand him your card and then just step to the side.
12 donuts.
Right. Dude, I'm almost dude, I wish I could just order online because I'm still don't do that shit yet. And I just go in and pick up my stuff. Look, there's no button for that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not on the menu as an option.
Even if you do try to do that shit on your phone, 73% of the time it's going to be fucking wrong.
That being said, you should be able to add egg to a ham and cheese sandwich very easily.
I don't know why it's not in there already.
It makes no sense. You're selling a breakfast sandwich.
Right. I get why.
That's disgusting.
Right.
That's a lunch sandwich.
Ham and cheese. Right. I don't know where you want this thing.
That don't make no fucking sense.
What are you working at the mill?
Yeah. Like, 7 a.m., let me fucking hammer a ham and cheese. That don't make any fucking sense. Thing should have egg on it.
Yeah.
So Joanna has a point. Dunkin' Donuts probably
It'd be a better sandwich. But call fucking corporate.
Yeah, that's it. Write a letter.
And have them hammer it down before Dennis.
Get Dennis a button. You gotta get
him a button, dude.
If he don't got a button, it ain't gonna fucking work.
Because like Dennis has tried to hand me other people's shit 3 times.
Yeah.
In the past 2
God
weeks.
bless Dennis getting up every morning and going to work.
He's
And
up
there's
early.
500
He
people
looks like
in
he's in high school. I don't know why he's not going. You know what I mean? He looks like he's about 15.
Yeah.
Like Dennis,
What are
the
you
same
doing
for
here,
you.
Dennis?
Damn, if they told Dennis he's gonna be a manager one day and now he's fucking
Hook line thing.
yeah,
He's
he's gonna
fucking
climb
outta
the corporate
here.
ladder at fucking Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe one day, you never know, but we're rooting
Dude,
for
they
him.
got that lady on the billboard like outside. Like you could have this car if you just sign on and try to get a manager.
Yeah, and she's never worked at a
I've never seen her in there yet.
Never yet.
Wait, there's a billboard that says that if you
While
work.
you're waiting in the
On the
drive-thru.
drive-thru.
Get you a nice Honda, an Acura,
There's
some
a
kind
fucking
of
Honda
some
Civic.
kind of SUV,
Yeah.
something not mid grade, but
But it's a car.
I mean at Dunkin'
Cool.
Donuts, probably serves less people and drive away from it like never moving.
Oh,
away.
yeah.
I've pulled out of there
Yeah.
more than I've gotten.
I'm a
served there.
walking guy.
Yeah, I
I'll
did
walk
too.
right
Yeah.
If you want something small,
It's
get
better.
in. Just give me my coffee. They get out of there.
I'm a black coffee. And
Sometimes in the morning, though, if I know it's going to move, I'll just sit in my car and
Yeah.
you know,
Time to kill.
time to kill.
Shirley, what do you got?
All right, so Rosa usually goes to church on Sunday mornings, right?
Takes
So-
the girls.
No, she goes to like 6:30 mass.
Dang.
in the morning.
Yeah, that's her
Sola.
time. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's between her and
Who
John.
is this Rosa? Now?
I don't even know, dude. Yeah, right.
She's morphed into an
Imagine
old
me saying this
Italian
40
lady.
years ago.
Nani,
What
dude.
are we talking
Nani,
about
yeah.
here?
Yeah, she's taking that old Italian lady shit. Like she's gonna start wearing all black and shit.
Black with the polka dots,
Yeah.
dude. Nani.
And clutch the shit out of her purse. Dude.
Yeah.
But wait, so I'm Sundays usually that's like my only day to sleep in. I get up earlier than her every other day of the week. So I try to not make noise. I try to creep around.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, waking the house up at fucking 5 a.m. So I try to creep around. When she tries to pretend to creep around, she makes so much fucking noise. I swear it's out of spite.
It's on purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm up. Everybody's up, but you don't have to get up this early to go to church.
There's 12
It's the quickest mass.
Yeah, I think that's why she
is.
goes. She
For
goes
sure.
there. Yeah,
It's
she
about-
sees like your uncle.
It's about
and
40
stuff.
minutes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And so which is fine, but just don't pretend to tiptoe, and then you drop like you're like banging pots and pans and shit. Like, dude, we get it. You're getting up.
Maybe
Good
she
for
wants you to get up and go with her.
Well, who's gonna watch your kids, John?
Get them dressed in their
They go
Sunday's
to
best.
Catholic school, don't they?
Yeah, they pray every day.
Let me tell you
Christ.
something. Let me tell you something. At this funeral, we're all sitting together. She goes every day. You went to Catholic school. Not one of you knows what the fuck to do there. I'll tell you that.
I knew more than most. I was sitting behind you, so you can't put that on me.
I'm looking to Rose is at church 3 days a week.
Your sister. You guys are the worst Catholics ever. Like, well, Danielle, they change shit up, dude.
Yeah, right. They do.
Half the people are standing, other people are sitting, the other half are kneeling. I'm kneeling there with my
the
face.
The Bears had a bad look, dude. They were. You guys were up for a long time when you were supposed to be down.
Well, dude, there was like a row of
Yeah.
old Italian ladies.
And that's what I said.
I said, keep
that's what
an
I
eye
said.
on
I was
them.
like, follow those
But
ladies.
the
And we're good.
Italians can't kneel no more. They got bad knees.
But did they
so
still
like,
get down?
Some of them are so short you can't tell if they're
can't tell
kneeling or
what
if they're
they're
standing
doing.
anyway.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that
You guys were up for about a
Yeah,
good
you guys were
Everybody
3
behind you
minutes.
was
I
kneeling.
bet.
before the communion, like you're supposed to kneel, then get up.
Yeah.
I kind of knew that, but other people weren't doing it, and I'm just told I'm not a great Catholic. I don't go to church, you know what I mean? But I had an idea, but then there's like, dude, I'm kneeling, person in front of me sitting, my face is like in her hair.
So I know when to kneel and sit on all the old time when you're supposed to kneel and sit back in the day.
Yeah.
They've switched it up certain times where now you're kneeling and supposed to be sitting where it's a little different. I was an altar boy forever, so like I know it, but like I just like Shirley said, I seen 3 old ladies across the way. I was like, I'm just gonna keep my eye on them.
Yeah, and then I got 2 hulking, freaking huge dudes sitting in front of me, and they're sitting down, and I'm like kneeling betwixt their shoulders, like a freaking
Right, my face is in Tara Scheibel's hair. Sorry.
Yeah, right. I know this is weird.
Right, I'm like, I gotta
It's weird for
kneel,
me
like
too.
we're supposed to kneel. Like,
Yeah, the whole mass wasn't great. It wasn't just us. Like
No,
I
it
said,
was-
the
yeah.
pallbearers
You
had a
could-
rough look for a while.
Oh, dude, why you got shit on the pallbearer?
But you know, it's
I mean, it was a nice mass. It was just
Yeah.
We're
It was just like if I was the priest and I was giving grades, I'm like,
this
like,
motherfucker.
losing.
like,
Yeah, a
we're
lot of
losing
these guys-
people here.
yeah,
we
a lot
need a
of-
refresher course.
A lot of guys got communion that shouldn't have.
yeah. Not a lot of communion, not a lot of confession.
Dude, we were my uncle passed away years ago, and we were pallbearers for his funeral, and a couple of his buddies. One was Jewish, and the other dude just hasn't been in mass forever. They must have asked me 30 questions before we went up. The one dude turns around and is like, "Dude, what do I say after that cracker? When they give me the cracker, what do I say?" And I had no idea. The other dude was like, "Dude, do I say in our Father when I get up there?" I'm like, "Dude, just go behind me and just say amen." Like,
Yeah.
dude, they were nervous wrecks about it. It was funny as fuck, dude. But like, we were like walking up and they're like, "What's that cracker called?" Like talking about. I was like, "I don't know. This is probably Christ."
And his sister's wedding, Beezer was sitting next to me, and obviously he's not Catholic, so everybody's kneeling and sitting, and I started like faking him out. I'd fake like I was gonna kneel, and he would kneel down and stuff like that. And he was like, "Come on, dude." He's like, "I'm just trying to fit in with these dudes." I'm like, "Well, actually, you're supposed to sit in the back of the church." He's like getting up ready to leave. No, stay here.
Have a seat.
You're fine, buddy.
Zebra, what's your gear grinder?
So Addie won't sign up for any more gambling apps, so I can get the free bets.
That seems fair.
Yeah,
How many gambling accounts does Zaddy have?
4.
Yeah, that's enough.
We could, but there,
What do you want? ESPN bet?
we could get Betway, Bet 365, Caesars.
Dude, some dude came up. That's great. She just saying nothing.
He's just rattling him up.
Yeah.
She just said, she was like, "Dude, and then, the thing was, it wasn't like, hey, get these free bets. I want to bet." I let her keep the money. Like on the one I showed her, I'm like, "Hey, you're going to get these free bets, and then you bet whoever you want. You don't listen to me, listen to yourself." And she bet a game and won the money. And she's like, "Oh, this is great. I'm going to take it out." I'm like, "Don't use that kind of, because she don't want to bet." But then I'm like, "Oh, do another one." And like, she won like a few $100s. And I was trying to explain, like, this one's giving out a lot more money. I'm like, I'm thinking about how hard it is to work in a day. You could literally take half that money, bet on one side, half bet on the other, and you'll guarantee to win. Just sign up. She's like, I've had enough of this. There was a 50% deposit bonus going around on DraftKings. Like some people,
myself bad on this.
some
one.
people had, some people didn't. This is a little glitch. If you're out there, this will be helpful. We don't talk about gambling, but this will help. When there's a 50% deposit bonus, your max deposit is always different. For mine, it was $1,000, and they'd give you $500 in free bets. So you're like, I do not gamble $1,000 a game. I don't even gamble $100 a game. But you could drop $1,000 in, instantly get $500 in bets, and suck the $1,000 back out, and they leave you with the $500 free bets. So I was calling all my friends, and I'm like, do this one.
Right.
Do this one. And no, she's just done with it.
She's done with it. I kind of get it.
Yeah, I just felt like we beat the system. Like,
Yeah. Well, yeah, you kind of did beat the system because she's not going to gamble it. You know what I mean? But
Right.
like most people don't bet this. They sign
like-
up for all these apps and they keep
Pumping money.
but she's like she would never.
Yeah, I get. what
She's
you're
very
saying.
frugal.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
not like ever gonna bet on a game. Like, oh man, I need to get this.
You just wanted
parlay.
that free sign up freaking money.
Well, I get the free sign up bonus for having her sign up.
That's
so
what I
I get
mean,
the
yeah.
extra $50 in bets, and it's just like I got one of my buddies. I'm like waiting for him to sign up for all 10 of them. I mean, I'm like, if we could cash in.
I just imagine that's old Johnny you're talking about.
Yeah, but he was like, he has a good point. He's like, I don't need that in my life.
What if I start gambling and just
probably would.
lose all my money?
It is, yeah. I don't want you to do
But
that.
what if you win?
There's no better high than winning a bet.
Oh, yeah.
Losing one's kind of fun too.
Yeah.
Well, the adrenaline's pumping either way.
If it's a close game, you won.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a gig runner. The best thing about COVID was it took away all the deposit slips. I don't know what it is about filling out a deposit slip at the bank. I fucking hate it.
I don't do it.
And Pete, you don't do it ever?
I give them I'm like, here, the key bank never makes me feel.
See, I feel like PNC like lifts
Yes,
their
they
nose,
do.
lifts your nose if you don't fucking fill a deposit slip out. The one at Lawrenceville, they go in. I bitched about this before. They have the lady just sitting at the desk, like she's just sitting at. It's not even a desk. It's like a chair with like a weird little podium, and she's like,
You're talking about down by the 40th Street Bridge.
yeah. She's like, hey, how can I help you? I'm like, I know you can't help me. I'm gonna tell you I need to fucking make a deposit. And you're going to tell me, like, oh, go right over there. Like, I don't know how to get in fucking line.
Yeah, like,
you know
I don't need a maitre d' for
I hate
the
how
bank.
they have that lady sit.
Get her out of there. So, like, I walk in, I'm like, hey, how are you? And she's like, how can I help you? I'm like, deposit. I was like, you want to fill it out for me? Haha. You know, making a joke. She's like, no, their slips are right over there. Like, oh, I know. So then, like, the lines are always faded. You really can't see where you're supposed to put all the fucking zeros. The spaces aren't big enough. I never know what the fucking account number is, so I just hand them my debit card, but the debit card isn't the same number
It's
as the
different
fucking
than the
account
checking
number.
account, yeah.
So you got to fucking... So I don't even fill that out. I never know what the date is. I got to pull my phone out, look at the fucking date. So I steal a pen every time I do it. But, like...
Just show them.
To show them, yeah. But, like, that was one great thing about COVID was no deposit slips. I hate deposit slips.
I'm sure you've been on PNC a long time, but I'm telling you what, Key Bank treats me like a king, and they come.
Parkville, I never filled out a deposit.
Dude, they come.
Yeah,
to
they fill them out for you there.
Yeah, they come to my comedy shows.
Really?
I'm not lying. Key Bank, the manager, has been to my comedy shows.
I love you.
Two of them. Treats me like a king. I don't have a lot of money in the bank account. They make me feel like I'm important there.
Yeah.
I don't have to, I've never had to fill out a deposit slip. I go in there with cash for
What
stuff.
the fuck's Key Bank? Like, where? I don't even know. Where's the Key Bank at?
It's on
Squirrel Hill, Murray.
Beacon and Murray.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard of Key Bank.
Was it like
There's
crossing
actually two in
Napolis?
Squirrel Hill.
Is there?
Yeah, there's two in Squirrel Hill.
Yeah,
They're all
across
over.
from
They
Napolis.
actually have a
Did they
unit.
like take over another like bank?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're like, dude, they're like,
Which bank was that? First Niagara or something?
yeah.
First night.
First
Yep.
Niagara.
You want to get it, dude. Now's a good time
You
to
said
get
I
it.
should move my money over to Key and get treated a little better?
Dude, you want to get treated like, I mean, the guy will be down your bar. He'll be hanging out, spending money with you.
Yeah.
He keeps it in the family.
Yeah.
He came down and he bought 4 tickets for my one comedy show for him, his fiance, and her parents.
That's nice.
$80.
$80. PNC has a dog dick for me.
They're making you fill out the deposit slips like a peasant.
Like an idiot. After I get
They don't even
bothered.
trust you.
After I
Right.
get bothered for walking in, I got to tell another idiot that I got to fill out a deposit slip. Everyone knows I got to fill out a deposit slip.
Yeah, I
don't know what the date is.
Do
today.
you have deposit slips that you could just have on hand?
I could, John, but I don't. That's more shit I got to keep in my car.
Yeah, right.
I got enough shit in my
You
car.
get a desk.
Then you leave that there and it has your
You
account
just
numbers
put
already
together some
printed
desks.
on it.
Maybe you'll be like, you have your own little cubicle.
Sure, I guess, Mister. Would you like deposit slips?
No, I don't fill them out.
So, do you fill them out?
Fuck no.
Am I the only pussy filling out deposit slips?
Yeah.
I just
we
go
all
to the back.
Key Bank.
I go to the Mac machine.
Not go First
Put my
National.
money in the Mac machine. They put it in my account. I take my card out.
Fuck, I could have deposited that check in the Mac machine.
Really, it's
I
pretty
forget
easy.
about that
Or
all
the
the
mobile-
fucking time.
It takes
Yeah, but like
it takes up to
getting on like the
I
mobile,
think
the
I forget how many
two-step
checks you can put in
verification.
there.
Like,
at least.
I got so many fucking
Oh, really?
different business
I
accounts
know
and
that.
shit. Like I don't.
okay,
The
okay.
text
Those are
message goes to
usually
another
those
partner.
deposit
I got to
slips.
get it fucking
I
back.
got you. I
know what
got
mean?
you.
Like,
I don't have to. Yeah.
Takes
Yeah, it
over,
fucking sucks.
She
But
skims off the
he's right. Fuck. I always fucking forget you could deposit money in that fucking Mac machine.
And it goes in instantly.
Is that true? If it's a check?
It's
Oh.
once it's before 7
It's
o'clock.
the same as if
Same
you were
as,
taking
yeah.
inside.
So yeah, he made that up, but I get what you're saying.
No, if you deposit cash before 7
If you
p.m.
Cash,
deposit
I'm talking
cash, who
check.
the fuck deposited cash in 2024?
Me?
Where are you gonna? Oh, you get comedy cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
You hear that, IRS? Say
yeah,
it a little
I don't
loud.
get paid in cash too often. I wish I did. I fucking missed the cash game.
Whether a recent storm has damaged your home's gutter system or your roof requires an update, at Allen Construction, they are equipped with the tools and skills to accomplish any job you throw their way. Roofing, windows, siding, soffit and fascia, gutters and spouts. You won't regret calling Allen Construction. 412-954-8337 or visit allenconstructionpgh.com. That's ALAN constructionpgh.com. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim firstly to be a company that is principle-driven and achieve this by valuing the importance of ethical business practices, creating exceptional relationships with both customers and employees. Their high standards derive from a focus to detail and a priority on their reputation. So give them a call at 412-915-1694. 412-915-1694. Need a new retaining wall? Call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. They're fully insured and are the guys for the job. That's Just Walls, 412-889-4401. Need help with roofing, siding, gutters, downspouts, or soffit and fascia? You should talk to SNL Remodeling LLC, 412-628-9717. 412-628-9717, and tell them GFP sent you. Capizzuto's Pizza, 422 Greenfield Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA. Do you like pizza? Of course you do. Capizzuto's has everything you need. Check out their food by Googling Capizzuto's Pizza Pittsburgh and click on their menu. You won't regret it. You know them, you love them, they have been serving the area for over 28 years. Greater Pitt Tree Service. They offer tree and shrub trimming, pruning, and removal. Have a tree that looks like it could be a problem? They'll come by and assess the situation. Schedule your service today, 412-312-4651. Want to learn more? Check out their website, greaterpitttreeservicepa.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my Greenfield podcast. Thank you so much for sticking around. Don't forget about this weekend at Cage Rage. Also, 9 o'clock, or this weekend on the Berg bus, I'll be doing one of the Friday buses. So if you're looking for something to do, stop by. It looks like we're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
Would you rather grow up rich in a poor country or poor in a rich country?
Oh, rich in
a poor country.
Yeah, because you'd still be king of the peasants.
You'd be king of the peasants and you wouldn't know any better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They'd be poor.
Yeah, they'd be poor, but like you wouldn't be like, say you don't have a PlayStation 5.
You wouldn't even know. You'd have no knowledge of that.
You wouldn't care, right? You wouldn't know.
Right. You'd have like something
it might be like, hey, you have the most mangoes on the farm.
Yeah,
like, you're the guy with the mangoes.
Oh, so you're talking your wealth is like you're a peasant, but you're the king of the peasants, is what you're saying.
More or less.
You have shit, and everybody else has nothing.
Yeah,
right.
Dude, I went to St. Kitts for my honeymoon. Hell,
what is it?
It's called St. Kitts.
What's
St.
that?
Christopher's.
Jamaica.
It's in the
Barbados, Bahamas. All right.
Kind of underdeveloped.
Third world.
You know what I mean, dude? There's one resort there.
Tinfoil huts.
But on the weekend when we got there, there's like a brunch where like the people in the island that must have a little bit of money come there, and they don't care. They look at everybody like they're the king of the world. They treat everybody like shit. Yeah.
Like treat everybody like shit.
They're just assholes. You can tell like they were just like, yeah, fuck you.
You're gonna come
even to
what.
you. Like
just to like everybody, like the wait staff, like they were just kind of like.
That's how it was in Jamaica. We went to Jamaica one time, and it was very underwhelmed by the service.
Yeah.
Usually go to big resorts like that. It's like over the top. Yeah. Like Mexico and shit like that, and it's just like
this place was not.
Yeah, but I remember I had to like walk through the kitchen to find like somebody at the front desk one night, and it was like 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
literally like it was in the kitchen, and like there was all these employees back there just like getting fucked up. I'm like,
yeah,
hey, I'm locked out of my room.
They're like, yeah, we're just like
our key isn't working.
Right, like we're just starting tourism now. We're starting to build up. I'm like, yeah, well, maybe I'll try it again in 30 years.
It was like to the point where
my 50th anniversary.
They sent us like free trips, and I don't think anybody like went. You know what I mean? Like, we're good.
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
Once was enough.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Jamaica. It was still a good time and had fun, but it was just like, I don't know, you get on the resorts and you like expect like a certain level, like go to Cabo, you know, they're gonna
right.
You know, it's
every Mexico's like they go above and beyond.
They've been at it forever.
Yeah.
So that they know.
That's like,
but yeah, I think it's definitely you want to be rich in a poor country. Because I've been poor in a rich country, and it's
it ain't all it's cracked up to be.
And you just look at everybody else has everything that you don't have.
Yeah, you're like, well, maybe one day.
Like, what do you mean your guy's phone? You have a telephone. Seabird, your phone's always busy. Well, that's what happens when they shut it off. Why do you have a aluminum foil antenna on your TV? Well, because my mom put the cable in my name when I was 6 and ruined my credit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
Right.
Shit.
Last one, we'll get out of here. Would you rather have bionic arms or bionic legs? Probably legs for the fastness, right?
I would say arms,
dude. I like having these, baby.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
bionic arms. You could like fucking grab people and like throw them and shit, right?
Like that's what I was thinking.
I'm thinking prosthetic.
Yeah, you're thinking bionic's just like superhero arm.
I want
right?
arms.
Yeah,
I can just pick up shit like. Roar.
Yeah, but like the legs, you can run faster, jump.
But yeah, but I don't really.
Everything.
I don't really.
What do you mean? Almost like Terminator arms?
Yeah.
Yeah, like RoboCop arms or something.
Dude, maybe you get, I could try for the Pirates. Like, me and Skeens be hanging out on the boat with Livy Dunn. She'd bring up one of her friends.
Dude, someone tried to put fake news out there that Livy Dunn, she was cheating on Skeens with some other pitcher from Florida.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. It was
I don't
fake.
want to believe it.
He's the man.
Someone sent me the article in a group, and I did a quick Google search and couldn't find anything else about it.
They got butt
and
crack.
the whole group chat was like, pig, whore. I'm like, I don't think this is true. I looked real quick, like, this isn't true at all, dude. But I knew this was going to fucking happen. Fucking pig.
Yeah.
Like, he's better off. Like, I was like, Jesus Christ, boys, do a quick Google search.
That's
He's
it,
better
yeah.
off. Like,
What's
so
the
that's like
benefit
their
of
friend.
Yeah. Everyone loves
I
Skeens.
called it from day one.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck.
Well, hey, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in this week. Thank you for all the continued support. All the guys, everyone on the guys and girls on Patreon that continue to help support the podcast. One quick message, anyone out there, anyone listening, we are looking in need of more sponsors. We've been fortunate enough to have the sponsors we have, and we need more. So the cost of the podcast is going up, and we flat out need sponsors, and our sponsors have had great success. That's why they've stuck with us for years and years and years. So if you're interested in sponsorship, please reach out to us on social media. Or if you're actually serious about it, you can contact me at 724-732-1644. That's Z-Bird. And let us know, and we'll get the ads rolling. Everyone have a great week. And remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.